All right, guys, welcome to the Dirty Boot Sports Podcast. My name is Kyle. I'm here with some of my buddies. This was the brainchild of a fantasy football group. Me and some average Joes like myself decided that we should probably get together and talk about all the sports things that we were already talking about and just record it and put it in podcast form. So this is the inaugural episode. To get it started, we're just going to introduce one another and talk about where we came from, what we like, what kind of sports we like. That way you can get to know us. And let's start it off with Peyton. Peyton, over to my left.
Hey guys, I'm Peyton Mitchell. I love sports, and I've actually been thinking about doing podcasts for probably a year now. And Kyle called me one night and said, "Hey man, have you ever thought of doing a podcast?" And I said, "Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I have." And so we started to come together, and we all sit in a group message about sports all day, every day anyway. So why not just talk about it instead of just amongst us? So we're here. So I hope y'all enjoy it.
All right, I'm Clay, big NBA guy, Western Conference champions, Golden State Warriors, big fan here. I consider myself the biggest fan in Louisiana of the Warriors, but I don't know if you think you're bigger.
Choo-choo.
Debate me. No, I'll get into that.
Don't get them on that right now.
Yeah. Love the Braves, also World Series champions. UTEP football, shout out Kelton Moss. That's about it.
See, I'm Chance Williams. I'm Clay's brother. Kind of like Peyton, I've been kind of contemplating doing this for a while, and I've been told by my older brother that me and Clay should actually just record ourselves, just watching games and reacting. But then I thought I might end up losing my job over that. So I think we need to be in a more controlled environment. Like Clay said, I'm a big Braves fan, die hard for life. I love football. I'm an average NBA and average college basketball guy, but I'm ready to get this show on the road. All right, Railey.
Hey guys, it's Railey Garrett. I'm kind of bringing the average Joe experience, man. Huge, LSU fan and Saints fan. Also work in orthopedics, so I'm going to be bringing some medical knowledge to it. So that could be interesting. And also big, just kind of in pop culture, how sports affect pop culture, and also local sports as well.
All right, and my name's Kyle. If you're listening to this inaugural episode, you're probably family members or something, friends. So you know that I'm a big Saints fan. I have been my entire life. My first Saints game I ever went to was a playoff game in 91, 92. They played the Eagles in the Dome, and Randall Cunningham was playing for the other team. That's how long I've been a Saints fan. I was born a Saints fan. I didn't have a choice. I went through the paper bag, Aaron Brooks smiling, would fumble the ball, laugh about it. It's all good.
Six.
Drew Brees to the rebirth. Huge Saints fan, big Braves fan. I didn't have, we don't have a baseball team in here in Louisiana, so it was TBS, Turner Sports, so
Amen.
Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, Maddox, those guys are who I grew up watching. Football, baseball, that's more my niche. I do watch a little bit of NBA, but not a whole lot. I like college sports, but not as much as other guys. I think my niche is more going to be the football side of things. And also, Ray didn't mention it, but we're also planning on doing some grill stuff too.
Oh yeah,
we like to grill. We like to eat.
We love to cook.
Yeah. Never trust a skinny dude on the grill.
Amen.
We don't have to worry about that in our group. So we're glad you're here. We're gonna start the entire podcast off with a movie draft. So the way this is going to work, we've all developed lists of the greatest sports movies of all time, in our opinion. And we're going to draft them based upon the ones we like the most in order, in a snake fashion. So if any of you play fantasy football, most likely you do a snake draft. So you're going to have round one, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for round 2. That's how it's going to work. And to get us started off, I know he's probably nervous because he has the first pick of the draft. I do not envy him. I would not want to be in this position. But Clay is going to start us off with the number 1 pick. So think about that. The number 1 pick of the draft. You kind of feel like the NFL draft this year is like, my God, who do I pick? There's not a clear number 1.
you can't go bust. You got to be a little nervous.
Well, the thing is, I think I've got the easiest pick in the draft because I'm taking Remember the Titans.
Yep.
Man.
It's the sports movie to me. It's been my favorite movie for probably 10 years or so. I think the best thing about it is that it shows how football and sports specifically can change lives. And it talks about all the desegregation and everything that was going on and a terrible time in America. And Remember the Titans it hits all the marks.
Dude, Denzel Washington, man.
Yeah.
What
Like-
movie does he not?
I mean, he's
Yeah,
my
is
favorite actor of all time.
Yes. Same here.
I got a question for Clay. Do you remember the first time you watched it? Was it in a movie theater?
I think just at the house.
Yeah.
I know I've seen it at school a couple times as well.
Dude, you must have been a little chap because I was
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
in junior high when
It came out in 2000, I believe.
Which the year
So,
plays.
that's when I was born. Yeah.
Yes, you did not catch it in the movie.
Yeah. No.
If he did, he don't remember a whole lot.
No, not at all. And one big thing that's always fun to look at, Ryan Gosling. He's in that movie.
Yeah,
And
Look
then
what he becomes.
Yeah,
he was a
he-
freaking liability.
He's a
Oh,
defensive
defensive
liability.
liability.
Absolutely.
He gets beat like he
Yeah.
stole something.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Yeah. And yeah, it's so quotable to me for some reason, and you wouldn't really think that kind of movie is, but it is. And the hospital scene,
Oh man,
perfect scene.
If you don't cry in that part,
Yeah, it's
then
true.
you don't love people.
Absolutely.
You hate the world.
Arms stand on your arm. The hair stands on your arm on those, man.
And dude, I, like when I was like coming up, like playing ball and stuff, we always had nicknames, and some people called me Sunshine.
There we go. There we go.
Like, I got that from a few guys.
Well, and I
Called me
think
Sunshine.
Lastic, who he was the one that gets really underappreciated to me because he just comes in and he's the middleman between the white people and the black people in the movie, and
He's
he
that
just
bridge.
does so good. Singing "Ain't No Mountain High Enough."
Yes.
Like he's so good. I love it. Love everything about the movie. So
How about that mama joke in there too?
yes. Yes.
Over his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
So I'm ecstatic to have the number one pick because that's who I want
that is
for
a
sure.
solid
Yeah,
pick.
good
for
choice.
sure.
If-
Good choice.
Yeah.
All right, Chance.
All right, so Chance has number 2 pick here, and I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of glad I have second pick instead of the first.
Yeah, it takes the pressure off.
Yeah, it does, and not only that, because I really didn't have to pick between these 2 movies because they're both my
Yeah.
top 2 movies when it comes to sports, and I think you got to take Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, if anybody played high school football and you watch Mike Winchell get tackled at the inch-yard line,
Oh,
the inch line, if that don't bring you to tears, then you didn't love the sport you played.
34 switchblade for the state championship.
On one,
I love all y'all.
I love all y'all. And I just think that's the perfect sports
Chills
movie.
thinking.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
literally.
Thinking about that
Literally.
guitar that hits, it was like boom, boom, boom. The final song.
Who was the coach in that? I'm drawing a blank.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob
Yes,
Thornton.
yes.
Excellent character.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent.
Absolutely.
Classic coach of sports movies, right?
Really Kind of summed up
And,
everybody's coach.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad I got it because I'm a big Friday Night Lights, the TV show guy as well.
Yeah,
And I honestly like the TV show more than the movie, but I can't draft TV shows here.
that's another
But
show.
I'm glad with that pick. I doubt many people are going to
Solid
argue
pick.
that.
What about Booby?
You can't go wrong.
And Booby,
Booby.
he just want to play football.
What a name.
I don't want to throw out
Movie
a movie.
Miles.
Though. I don't want to throw out a movie out there. Personally, Varsity Blues I think is better than Friday Night Lights. Personally.
Woo!
Oh,
Well, you got the next pick, so
Right.
as long as you're
Take it.
Yeah, think it's better.
Could that be number 3?
Well, that's not going to be my pick.
Oh!
He's that confident in it.
Spoil it.
I'm feeling round 3. I'm pretty
Wow.
sure, man. But
round two,
Round
Wow.
3.
So I think he's saying you reached.
no,
I think he did.
I
did.
I'm saying personally,
bad
it's
now
a
than
call.
Friday
I
Night
like,
Lights.
I like Varsity Blues a little better,
I
man.
got you. Well, let's hear Ray.
Well,
Let's see what the straight pick
so
is.
you're going to see a theme come up in my movie selection. I'm going to almost exclusively avoid tearjerkers. I'm a comedy guy, man, and I let out a little Easter egg on our Facebook post, man. And I'm definitely gonna go with comedy movies, so I'm going with Joanna Man. Well, I'm just-
Oh,
Whoa!
Hold on now.
Whoa.
That's 10th round. That is a good movie as a kid.
We don't have 10 rounds.
Anyway, I might come back to Joanna Man.
When you get 10.
I mean, my official pick is gonna be Caddyshack, man.
Oh.
I mean, it's a classic
Dang.
movie, period.
Yes.
And it's the ultimate golf movie. I don't know. Happy Gilmore could be there, but
Ooh.
it's funny. It's totally sports related. It's definitely golf.
Oh, man.
And so many one-liners in there, man.
Yes.
And I'm not even gonna lie to you, that didn't even make my list.
It didn't.
I have 30-something movies over here.
It's not
That's
even-
in my top tier.
I have watched Caddyshack, and I did not laugh.
Well,
one
guess
bit.
what? The 21-year-old
What?
steps in. He's never seen it.
Whoa.
Never seen it.
I had to be like 15.
Never seen
We are taking these guys off the podcast.
Yes.
Oh.
Never
Yeah,
seen
you
it.
gotta watch Caddyshack.
I love Chevy Chase.
That's
But
one of the
How
funniest
do you
movies of all
not
time.
watch
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
I don't like Bill Murray.
I mean,
Don't
Why
like
did
Bill
they
Murray.
do
he
it?
did it right off the crap.
Can't get
Like,
no
I mean,
respect.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah,
You
never
do.
seen it. I'm
I
sorry.
need- I need to watch it now that I'm a little bit older. I watched it when I was probably like 15.
Well, and you're into
16.
golf now. so-
And I'm big into golf now. Suck, but I'm big into it.
You need
know?
what you need to do is you need to watch some old school
I'm
Saturday Night
selling
Live.
his golf clubs. He does not. He does not even
Facebook
If
Marketplace.
you've never seen Caddyshack,
You need to watch old school Saturday Night Live, laugh at that, then watch Caddyshack because it's the same humor, the
Good
same
segue.
guys.
Yeah.
Classics. I mean, they were just a good pick.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Wow.
All right, so moving on to what is this? The 1, 2, 3, fourth
Fourth
pick. I get
pick,
the fourth
fourth
pick. I'm gonna pick a movie that not necessarily is one of. I mean, it's one of my favorites. It's probably not my favorite sports movie, but just out of like, I feel like picking the best movie available.
Yeah.
Not here. I'm drafting not necessarily for need, but just taking the best movie available.
Yeah, what's out?
And
Go
dude,
for the
it's
best.
got to be freaking Rocky.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, true.
How did we not pick Rocky?
Yeah.
Maybe I overlooked
Okay.
Rocky.
Okay.
You know, that's not probably going to come over well on Mike.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, Rocky Balboa is I mean, it's a great sports movie. It's just one of the greatest movies of all time. Anyways.
Yeah, it really is.
And really, if you're thinking about it, you're thinking about the way that Sylvester Stallone came up. Like, he didn't speak really well.
Yeah.
He wasn't particularly good looking, they told him.
Ultimate underdog movie.
It was his
It is,
script.
yeah.
He was like, I'm going to freaking play it. And he did, and he knocked it out of the park. So it's got to be Rocky for me.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick.
How many Rockies could make the list? Possibly. I mean, Rocky.
I know one more is.
Are we
Well,
including
I
the
think
Creed
Creed's
franchise?
great.
I think we have to hit
Yeah.
that after the fact because I think that's a good point.
It
We
is.
have to look at how many Rockies make the list, and let's just give it an over under right now.
Yeah.
I'm saying over under. I'm gonna set it at 3.
I would definitely go 3.
Yeah.
I
I think at least 3.
Yeah.
And then I think you can get a 4th in there.
And I'm gonna say personally, and I said I'm drafting best available, not necessarily for need.
That is best.
I think that probably Rocky 4 is my favorite. He's fighting the freaking Russian.
Yeah.
Me
Dude,
personally, yeah.
Apollo Creed dies, and he's
Yeah.
got to avenge his buddy.
You don't
He
love
goes
that
out in the
America.
wilderness and is training like
Yeah.
chopping wood.
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
But
you
out of
get chills.
respect, you've got to go Rocky there. You
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love
Yeah.
Rocky?
Yeah.
Like,
There
I
can't be a
drafted
Rocky
best available.
4 without Rocky.
That's
You
right.
know, you can't have it. So
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, good pick.
And if you
Yeah.
haven't seen it, kids, you gotta watch
I've seen that one. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
look at him.
In the first round, he has seen 2 movies. We're on a roll.
And one of them was a Disney Channel movie.
So given the snake draft format, Peyton gets to pick twice right here.
Oh.
And I'm a little nervous about this. So I didn't in my intro. I didn't know we were breaking down the sports that we watch. What I'm a big golfer, big avid golfer, and I
State
think
champion
I-
golfer.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Collegiate golfer.
hey,
Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, go Mule Riders. Anyway, I will remember the Titans was definitely my number 1. My number 2 would have been is Tin Cup. You just to me when you think golf, to me you think sports. I think Tin Cup.
Yeah.
And it has it all. It has comedy. It has a little love life. It has. It just has. It has everything, and it shows
Kevin
you.
Costner's a good looking dude.
I mean, and
Yeah.
he can never
For
go
sure.
wrong.
He's a great sports
Yeah,
guy.
He can do.
Absolutely.
Give me
I
another.
mean,
You know, give me another.
Give me another.
I
I shanked the 7. You know, I thinned the 5. You know, he's breaking his clubs. You know, which I am going to break Chance's clubs later tonight because he does never seen Caddyshack. But anyway, that is just one.
Peyton, doesn't he make a putt with a shovel or something?
He-
in there?
yes,
It's been
he
a while.
Yes, he does. He does a rake out of the bunker.
That's right.
A rake.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah, a baseball
Like a
bat
pitcher.
off the tee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, he was Tiger Woods. He Tiger Woods had.
Exactly.
He is my type.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't
absolutely.
disrespect Tiger like
That's right. But yes, Tin Cup is by far if that is a first rounder to me, and it's not even close.
Until they come up with a movie about John Daly, it'll probably be.
Yes.
Yes,
can't
that
wait to
will
see
not
that.
be a G-rated movie if John Daly's in it. For sure.
Good pick, Peyton.
Thank you. Let's
Double
see.
up, baby.
Ooh,
Peyton
man,
gets picked
I
again.
know. The Rookie. I don't.
Ooh,
I
okay.
just. That is a movie that I grew up watching all the time. I feel like I just one of those ones that's on TV.
I feel like it's a
watch
bit
it over and over.
underrated. Like,
I think it's underrated too.
Especially given where we're at right now in our lives. Like,
Yes.
I wish I could throw 94 miles an hour.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I'm going down the road and I see one of those speed signs, I think of The Rookie.
Yep.
Every time.
Do you want to get out and throw?
I do. I want to throw something down. I really do. I think I might need to do that one day.
Well, we got our first baseball movie off the board.
Chance, you got an interesting story about that, right? The Rookie?
Yeah, actually, whenever I first got into gaming and I became, I wouldn't say professional or whatever, but like I started playing online and my brother had a clan called the TH3 clan, like the Honorable Execution or something like that. And my name was TH3 Rookie because of that movie. So I'm kind of with him. That had a big impact on my life. But yeah, solid pick. And Dennis Quaid, you can't beat Dennis
Another
Quaid.
one you can't.
He's a
go
good
wrong
guy.
with.
Yeah.
Him and Kevin Costner are like the same dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can't get enough of it. You know,
Same caliber guy, especially with Denzel Washington. You're talking about big time actors, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, put
Oh,
And
yeah.
just throughout that movie, you want to give Dennis a hug and tell him keep grinding. You know?
Yeah.
That's
You're gonna
right.
get there.
Living the dream, man.
He
Living
really
it
was.
for all of us.
Yeah.
All right, so back up to me, and you know, I said I picked best available in the last one, Rocky. Could do that again, but I feel like I'm gonna go with one of my favorites. This movie meant so much to me growing up because as a kid, I was 11 years old, right in the middle of a Little League baseball season, and I broke my ankle jumping on a freaking trampoline.
Mm.
You weren't with me that year,
Okay.
Peyton. It was
I
when
do
I was
remember
11.
that.
I couldn't play. It was rough on me. It was rough on the team. My dad was the coach, and he asked my mom, "Can he get out on first base in a cast?" But I watched this movie at least probably 10 times over that summer, and that's The Sandlot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
The
I was
Sandlot.
gonna get that if that got back. to me.
Second round pick.
Yeah.
You, you're killing me, Smalls.
Killing me Smalls.
You know,
Benny the
Benny
Jet
Rodriguez.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Yeah.
So Kyle, I don't want to bust your bubble.
Uh-oh.
I know it's a second round pick, and that's, so we got this assignment. We knew we was going to do this draft tonight, and I've been doing a little studying this week, yada yada. Well, I got on Twitter the other night, and Cole Kublik, if anybody know who that is, he's an SEC network announcer. He, for some reason, I don't know why he tweeted this, but he said, and I quote, "The Sandlot is overrated and honestly just not very good.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a baseball movie.
Oh yes. It is.
Should never be categorized that way."
What?
I realize many of you will be offended by this, so I'd like to take the time to apologize to absolutely no one. So,
What a jerk.
We've got our first enemy of the pod.
How is it not a baseball movie when the kid gets hit in the
Nothing
eye?
nothing
He
but-
throws a ribeye on the eye.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's got
dude.
Babe Ruth in it. It's got backyard.
And he's
baseball.
wearing the ridiculous fishing hat with the long
Yeah, big
bill.
long bill. Have you seen a hat like that?
I have
Ever
not.
again?
I have
That was-
not.
yeah.
Like it was special made for that.
when I saw
Poor
that
kid.
tweet, that's like, I know the group of guys that I'm going to be with. And that will probably be a high ranked pick there. So I just figured I wanted to throw that in.
Wendy Peppercorn.
That's what I'm saying. It's got the best non-sport thing in it. Wendy Peppercorn. Man.
Yep.
The whole
Dude,
pool
she's
thing.
a babe.
and she actually ended
She's a
up having like
babe.
6 kids, I believe. Kind of like in the
Wow.
movie, yeah.
Wow.
You know, because they had a bunch of kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll-
basically,
I don't know
guys,
if that's
Something about that though. I love the fireworks scene. And during
Yeah.
Sandlot. Awesome. Awesome.
And that is the best version of that song there is.
Yeah. I love
America
it.
the Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Is that Ray Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's-
So
that's
good.
not right.
So
So good.
That's and I was always jealous that I never got to play under fireworks. Always wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. It just.
It's never wanted to play the fire.
No.
I
Really?
Court just
Oh, yeah,
flying
dude.
everywhere.
I wanted to hit
Jumbo
one. I
time.
wanted to stroke one and have like fireworks. on it.
Man.
Like I like who is it? Who does it in the movie? The catcher, Greg Hambino.
Yeah.
He hits
Oh,
one.
yeah.
He hits one and it goes, and he's just like,
Yeah.
Just watching it.
or maybe Benny hit it. I don't know. but he got caught up watching the fireworks. Either way, it's a great movie.
Good childhood movie for sure.
Absolutely.
And then the cut down scene where they're talking trash with the other team.
Oh yeah, the
Bob
back and
Frapple's
forth.
in the toilet. You play ball like a girl.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So basically, Cole, you were wrong according
Yes.
to what this group
Yes.
guys here.
Dirty Boot Sports.
Dirty Boot Sports.
Come on the pod, we'll debate it with you.
I will no longer follow you on Twitter anymore now, Cole.
All right, Ray, you're up.
Oh man, I'm gonna kind of stick with the baseball theme with this one. And like Kyle said, going back to your childhood and movies that were very informative, man. I was probably about 10 when this movie came out. It blew my socks off then. I still like it now. I'm gonna go
Basically, guys, if he was 10, we weren't born yet.
Yes.
Anyway, keep moving
I
on.
was,
Especially Clay.
But it is such a unique movie about a unique story. I'm gonna go with A League of Their Own. Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Great movie, man.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Think about
right.
that.
World War II. There's nobody to play baseball. They bring in women. There's a local connection with that too. You know, I'm not gonna dive into that on this podcast, but yeah, you got Tom Hanks. You got Madonna. You got Rosie O'Donnell.
Madonna, yeah.
Yeah, you got
Madonna.
Gina Davis.
Didn't you say you weren't going tearjerkers though?
Is that?
I mean, I think it can bring tears.
It brings me a tear at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. The end's kind of rough.
I think it can bring tears for
A
sure.
lot of humor in that. Though.
Yeah, but it's Tom Hanks. So yeah.
Absolutely
Baseball. There you
True.
go.
Never mind.
Right.
Never mind.
There's
And
crying
then-
when you're watching it. So.
And then he smokes the little kid with the glove and ball, whatever. He's like, I got him.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we went to Cooperstown in 2018, and they have an entire room dedicated to like that era and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's really awesome.
It's a surreal feeling being
Yeah.
there after watching that movie, of course, and just seeing.
Yeah.
And speaking of
You know.
Gina Davis, like she's an actual Olympic athlete.
Really?
I did not know that.
She did the splits in that movie.
She did.
Yeah.
Must
Yeah.
be natural.
Oh, I had a crush on her as a kid.
Oh, all the girl, man.
How about y'all?
Madonna? Ooh, she looked cute in that
I was
movie.
a Gina for me.
It was a split, son.
Fiery red hair. I don't know what it was.
Flexible guy.
Tom Hanks used the bathroom for an incredibly. They start timing it. Yeah.
Bobbing back and forth.
He wasn't feeling his best.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
All right,
Good
thanks.
picks.
All right, I'm torn. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at my two picks that I have, and I'm actually I think I'm gonna jump over my next slotted pick, and I'm not reaching. It might be a reach to
Best
y'all.
available.
Y'all might not have even seen this movie, honestly.
Oh.
But
Whoa.
I would hate myself if I did not pick it. And that's The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg
Oh,
and
Alright.
Christian Bale.
head, body, head.
Head, body, head. Head, body, head.
I'm not gonna lie, I have not seen that when I was doing the homework going into this.
It is
It looked good.
It's
But-
phenomenal.
But I have not watched it.
Phenomenal.
Okay.
Why
And,
this round, though? Why this round? Why right now? It means
That
that-
seems aggressive.
It means a lot to me. I think that's the biggest thing. And I want to draft from the heart.
Yeah,
And I want to draft from the heart. And anytime the movie's on, I'm going to turn it on.
the fighter.
I made my poor wife watch it the other day. And
I mean, so are we going like field goal kicker in the second round here? I mean, what kind of cow? I mean,
Uh,
how big of a
Robert
reach is
Aguayo?
this? Yeah, I mean,
this is more of a Janikowski.
oh,
I think.
man.
I've seen it. I love it.
A
It's
game
great,
changer.
great
It's-
movie.
okay.
I mean, you've got
Is it better than the wrestler? I'm gonna do a lot of comparisons.
I've never seen The Wrestler.
Never seen The
But I will
Wrestler.
tell you this. I think it's better than Rocky.
Dude, Christian
Whoa.
Bale.
That's
Christian Bale's performance in that movie is
nuts.
Yes.
I've gotta
Dude,
watch it.
he's tiny. He
It's-
lost a ton of weight.
unnatural.
Better than your first round pick, Kyle, though.
That's not better than Rocky.
He's saying
No, it's not
he's
better.
saying it's
But it
better.
is good. It is
Christian
good.
Bale, Mark Wahlberg, can't go wrong. Like
Boston
right there.
accents from Lowell, Mass.
Yeah.
You know, they work on
And
the roads.
that's legit too. That's not fake. I mean,
No, it's all
Mark
real.
Wahlberg's been into boxing forever
Oh yeah.
since
You
the
know.
Funky Bunch.
So, if you haven't seen it, like most of you probably have not,
I've got to
go out and
I
watch it.
feel like it's on HBO Max. So
I want to watch that this week.
yeah.
I got to do assignment this week.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go with baseball, and I'm gonna go Moneyball.
Oh yeah, I was waiting on that.
Moneyball. It's weird for me to say, but it literally changed my life. Yeah, literally.
What's the story, though?
So for 16 years of my life, I was just like, okay, I'm going to be a teacher because everyone in my family was a teacher.
Yeah.
I'm just going to teach. I'm watching Moneyball one day. I'm like, okay, Jonah Hill, his character seems so much like something I could do.
Yeah.
So I start looking into sports jobs, and I'm wanting to stay in the analytical side. I love the numbers of sports, anything business related with sports, and that changed my path from being a teacher to now I'm in graduate school to get my sports management degree.
Yeah.
So
completely changed your
literally changed my life by just watching the movie.
Wow. Man.
Yeah, and it's everything. Like, it's just so good. If you haven't seen it, it's the best baseball movie to me. I'm sorry, Sandlot. I'm sorry, everything else, but
It's up there. It's in my first tier.
Yeah,
So
me too.
It was up there with Sandlot, and I'd started, and I almost picked it.
So
Almost picked it over Sandlot.
but you didn't want to be Brad Pitt.
no,
You
I wanted to be the sidekick. Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
The guy-
I didn't want to be Billy Bean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
wants to be
wish.
the guy you snap your fingers, go boom. What
Yeah,
you got? You
yeah.
know?
He wants to be the guy in the room.
And one weird thing about
Yes.
it is, like, it's got one of the best movie songs I've ever heard.
Yeah.
The ending song, it's called "The Show." It's brings me to tears. Like, it's so good.
Is it a pop song, country song?
No, it was made for that movie, I think.
Stripped down.
And yeah, and it's Brad Pitt's daughter in the movie. She sings, and it's just so good, so good.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
All right, so I'm going right back with my little snake pick and 42.
Yep.
Had to.
Yeah.
Uh,
History standpoint.
Jackie.
Right. Jackie Robinson, for all my life, he's been my guy. You know, there's always the question, if there was one dead person you could sit and have a hour-long dinner with, who would it be? It's always been Jackie.
Yeah.
And I've done countless school projects, read every book you could think about him. Everything about Jackie Robinson I love. I mean, it's hard not to, with given what he did to sports. And another big thing about it, Chadwick Boseman, that's his coming out moment.
Right.
Everything about him was awesome.
Excellent.
R.I.P. to
performance.
him for sure.
Yep.
That put him on the scene, led him to be the Black Panther.
Wearing the shirt, man.
Yeah, I am. I had
They
to.
can't see it.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
was a little tip for my draft picks. But yeah, I feel Jackie, he couldn't have been portrayed better on screen, and I'll always cherish that movie for that.
And, you know, growing up, I was familiar with the Jackie Robinson story because, you know, just following baseball. And obviously, as a kid, like, you always pick, like, I don't know about y'all, but, like, when you think of, like, superhero, who do I want to be when I'm a superhero? Or who would I be, you know, if I was a Ninja Turtle, who would I be, you know? And in that, like, I always thought, I was like, well, I can't be Jackie Robinson, but I could be Pee Wee Reese.
Yes,
And, you know,
yes.
He was like the guy who was like, hey, it's cool, man, I got your back. And I always thought that was cool. And obviously, this is way before the movie came out, but, like, he was, like, one of my favorite older baseball players simply because of that.
That scene in that movie when they're in Cincinnati and it's his family in the crowd and he just goes up and puts his arm around Jackie. And then they
It's
give
everything.
maybe one day we can all wear 42. Like, that's just,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Doing
Awesome.
the right thing,
Yes.
not the popular thing.
Being a good person.
That's right. Doing the right thing.
And that's everything Jackie was, and 42, I mean, it still lives on. I love it.
Good pick.
Yeah,
That's a
good.
good pick. So, that other pick I was teetering with is still there.
Well, I mean, after your last pick, I feel like definitely it was going
You
to
gotta
still
go
be
for
there.
him.
But I don't think I'm picking it again.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm going to pick something else.
Ready to hear
And
what that's going to
It'll
be.
probably still be there when we come back around too.
I guarantee you it won't. Because our deepest fear is that we are not.
Oh, man, no.
You know, our deepest fear is that we're
Here it
blessed
comes.
beyond measure.
Oh,
You know, Coach Carter.
wow.
Come
Come on.
He took mine.
Come on.
He took mine. That
Coach
was going to be
Carter.
my next.
Come on,
I
man.
can think of like 5 similar movies though. I kind of put in that same.
No,
category.
no,
Coach
God,
Come
he took
on.
mine, yeah.
Maybe I need to revisit it.
And I think some of do. There's just not a lot of basketball movies out there. I think.
I
And
agree.
like,
There's a
huge
decent bit,
basketball-
but that's it.
That's the top
That's
one.
it for
To
me.
me, it's the best basketball movie there is.
Unless you love Air Bud. But
Hey, spoilers.
Not
Hey,
tip
don't be
picks.
spoiling my fourth round pick there.
There's a big basketball movie still on the table, and it ain't Space Jam.
Well, does anybody remember Love and Basketball?
Yeah.
Hey,
I
don't
mean,
stop talking.
I
Stop
know, but I'm
talking.
just saying,
Stop talking.
Coach Carter's better than those.
Yes.
movies.
Absolutely.
I think Coach Carter.
Well, the thing about it is that it's almost like Remember the Titans.
That's exactly right.
Yes,
It
but it's
teaches
basketball.
Yeah,
It's
it's
for
the
basketball.
it's for the basketball.
Yes.
court.
Is
That's
it
exactly
real though?
right.
I can't remember.
Is it real?
I don't
I
think
believe. I
it's real.
believe
might be
it.
fudged a
I believe
little.
it is. I mean, they give the white words on a screen at the end.
which I'm a sucker for.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
Love reading
it's
at the end of the
funny
movie.
y'all talking about the white words at the end. Like that's now like a TikTok thing where like they're like movies
To the
like,
song that's on that
Yeah,
that's at the
yeah.
end of Coach
Exactly.
Carter. Yes.
Yeah, so that it still lives
Dude,
on in
I mean,
pop culture.
it's a
Hard
phenomenal
to-
Samuel L.
movie.
Jackson. I mean, who doesn't love him? Another weird cameo, kind of like Remember the Titans. Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. He was the white guy on the team.
Yeah, the white boy off the bench. He wore a headband. Didn't really do much.
I
but
want to say that was his first movie.
I think it was.
I want to say that was his first movie, and now we got him half naked in Magic Mike that I have not seen.
Ladies,
Hey.
for the 3 women listening to this podcast,
3, that's kind of a
Wouldn't-
big number.
you wouldn't have Channing without Coach Carter.
Yes.
So you need to watch it to respect him.
Shout out Samuel.
I feel like a lot of kids in high school now need to watch Coach Carter. I think they could learn a lot.
Especially if you're a basketball player.
Absolutely.
That's our first basketball game off the board, right?
Yeah.
I want to say it
This
is.
is
It
not
is.
that, I'm telling you. That,
12 picks in.
I mean, looking at my list, I
That
have.
probably says
about
something
really
about
one
our
more.
verticals.
Hey man, I got upper net one time. I got upper net.
Upper net. Great pick.
Yeah,
I was hoping it was coming around
You
next
took my
time.
pick.
but-
That's where I was going next. That's what's
And
my.
see, yet again, that kind of hits closer to home than me, than these other two that I have ranked higher than it. And I feel like I just need to stick to my gut, stick to my heart.
Man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So where are you at, Ray?
You
What
took
you
mine.
got next?
I have all these humor movies that I personally like more than this movie, but like you said, a value. You can't pass up the best movie. And with that, man, you got to go Field of Dreams, man.
Yep, that was
I
my
mean,
other
that's-
one.
It's crazy that it's been this long.
Yeah.
Your introduction to Shoeless Joe Jackson as a kid, I remember being so involved. How did he get that name? Where did he come from?
Mhm.
The scandal around the World Series team, he was involved in.
Better movie about that topic. 8 Men Out.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
I think it's
That's a
better.
great movie. But to branch off of that, I actually did my senior research paper in high school on the 18 or 1919 White Sox.
Really?
What they call the Black Sox. Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
I did my research paper on that. Learned a lot about it. Watched 8 Man Out, like Clay said, but
We're
phenomenal
gonna have to
movie.
dive deep into that. I don't know.
Charlie
I'm
Sheen's
telling
in
you,
that, I believe, right?
Man,
I could learn something.
we
on
still
that.
have that paper, man.
I watched Field of Dreams last week for the first time. It's good, overrated a little bit to me. I think there's better baseball movies for sure.
Well, it kind of with all of our picks, you kind of get framed up of what age did you
For
watch
sure.
it,
Yes.
For sure. Yeah.
and-
You see, I think if I was 10 and I watched it, it'd be better.
right.
But being now and I don't know,
I
it
haven't
just
seen other movies.
yeah.
Hey, shout out Weston High School for going to.
Yes.
Hey,
There we go.
That's pretty cool, man. And also R.I.P. Ray Liotta, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one sucked.
Phenomenal.
Kevin
Phenomenal.
Costner.
Kevin
Oh,
Costner.
Kevin
Yeah,
Costner's
so-
back on the board.
Yeah.
We
How
see
many
it,
times-
things we
There's
do.
a trend here.
Is this his third time, I believe?
We should have set the over under for him.
Yeah, that's
Not
right.
the Rockies. You know,
Yeah,
should have set
He's
an
a
over
Washington,
under
too.
for him.
He's in several movies.
Yeah.
He's in a couple. Yeah. Great movie though.
All right, so back up to me, and I'm going to go. I still have a couple more movies left in my tier 1, and I could do, a value pick again, but I just can't do it. I got to go with something that means something to me. That's also in my second tier. That this might be in some people's third tier, might not even be on their list. I'm gonna go with Varsity Blues.
Amen.
Okay.
Hey,
Dude,
beautiful movie.
Varsity Blues. If you played high school football and you had some degenerate friends, like I did, I mean, it just captured that for me. And it came out at the time where I was actually playing football. Hilarious movie. It's a little cheesy at times. Plenty of quotable stuff. You got Tweeter. I think
Yeah.
everybody loved Tweeter.
You know it's
Mox.
You know it's
Mox.
You know Mox.
Yeah. Well, one of my nicknames in high school was Mox. They used to call me Moxie. And then you had freaking Paul Walker, man.
Yeah.
That was that one of his first?
introduction? to
Yeah.
Paul
R.I.P.
Walker.
That was
R.I.P.
before.
again.
Was it before Fast and the Furious?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Had
Yeah,
to be.
right before.
And what's the big guy's name? Billy Bob.
Billy
Yeah.
Bob.
Billy Bob.
R.I.P. to him as well. I'm
And
pretty
his
sure he's
sidekick
dead.
Bacon, was that his name?
Yeah,
Bacon.
had a
and
little
Big.
nickname Bacon. And you knew these people. You knew the coaches.
Mhm.
You
Right.
knew some staff that was smoking hot.
Absolutely.
But definitely the kids.
Whipped cream bikini.
No.
Whipped cream bikini. Oh.
Keep it G-rated. But I mean, to me, it just like playing ball in a small town.
You know the town.
Yeah, the town. It kind of felt a little bit like West Monroe to me.
Yeah.
Watching them. the big
dynasty.
They had. Yeah, the big dynasty. You had the coach who was a freaking jerk who would win at all costs.
Yeah. That everybody in the town respected, and the kids
Adored.
Yeah,
You know.
because they knew what he was.
Yeah.
Plenty of quotable stuff from there though, man. Yeah, one of my favorites for sure.
I think a huge value pick of that.
Yeah,
That's a good pick.
Yeah, it's only the third football movie after the first two picks.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
kind of hard to believe.
Yeah. I got another football movie coming up.
I think we're gonna have a
We
run
mentioned
on
that. It could be a run on him. I know Railey here would not have this on his list because he is not a teardropper kind of
Is it
guy.
a golf movie?
No, it's not golf. We're golf football. We're golf. I got.
You drafted golf round what?
I got lots of golf movies, but we're not gonna go there just
How many
yet.
more are there?
Well, there's
One.
there's a few more. There's one that's really good that's very underrated, but I'll get that in the last round because nobody's gonna pick it. Radio.
Okay.
Radio.
Okay.
Oh
Hey.
man. Hey, I see Ray. I know Ray. You're not
I think of all those movies kind of the same color. I put that with Coach Carter, man. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
It fits in that era, kind of.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. It does fit in that area, and yet again, something that probably people need to watch now. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we can
On a different
learn a lot.
level
Of,
now.
yeah, that's right.
So just to recap, Peyton has a lot of movies that he wants society to learn from, and Kyle just went with Varsity Blues.
About high school teenagers getting hammered all the time.
I
Be like
face
Peyton.
it with if you had degenerate friends.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
We need more Peytons in the world, less Kyles.
Me.
Kyle, you need to watch Peyton's movie.
We'll have a movie night one night, Kyle. Surely.
Yeah.
Just that's always one of those movies that.
That I feel like that one is a little bit underrated as well.
Yes, I think so too.
It just goes under the radar.
It does. Nobody really thinks of that.
I was thinking Reach, man.
Reach.
It's Reach, yeah.
You know what I think of when I think of radio is that scene where he has the pie and they like, which pie do you want? He's like, well, both. It's one of my favorite scenes.
Or him just hanging out in the coach's office eating a hamburger and fries, you know, because the coach knew that's all the meal he was going to get.
That's it.
You
That's
know?
right. I mean that. Just back to football. Since we're on the football run, still.
I feel like I know what this is going to be, and I might disagree.
I got a feeling this is definitely on top of Railey's list over there. The Water Boy.
Oh,
Hey!
Okay.
I mean, if that's not
And then that 1-1.
I mean, let's be honest, guys. We're from Louisiana.
I'm about to
here.
say, and it
I
lasts
mean,
until 60.
Dirty Move Sports. I mean, that should probably be our
Mascot.
mascot. Yes.
That's such a documentary.
Mud dog football.
We said no documentaries.
Who doesn't? I mean, you will never
That
find.
movie was about Bobby Abear, you know? The quarterback, he's Bobby Abear, right?
Yeah. I do remember a few people being offended at how it was portrayed, but
Yeah.
comedy gold.
That's
hilarious.
And
Louisiana,
you talk about
literally.
Where were you when you watched that movie?
Yeah.
So where I was with your mom and Ty in the mall.
Yeah,
In the
I'm
mall.
outside of that.
No, I was 10 when it came out. So she was my fourth grade teacher. We're at the mall. I'm 10. I'm in her class. It's PG-13. She made me call my mom from a payphone.
Yeah.
I had to call. Hey, mom, can I watch this PG-13 movie?
Yeah.
And yeah, your mom, and she didn't come in the movie with us because this was back in the day. She paid for our movie. Me and Tyler watched it. Yeah, Dillard.
What was the girl's name? I'm drawing a blank.
Vicky
Vicky Valancourt. That's
Oh,
right.
anybody-
She
I'm not
showed
gonna lie.
me her boobies and I laughed at
Hey, when I was like Kyle, I was about the same age, and I was sitting in my room and I was watching that movie. And when she showed him the movies, I felt like this is probably the time my mom would probably walk in. So I got really nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but that was a great movie though, man.
It was
I
great.
mean, just
I agree. It's in my. I had it like borderline first tier into my second
Yeah.
tier. So it's a.
yeah.
That's,
I feel it with my back-to-back picks. I could take that one, especially since it's gonna be a while for it back to me. But I wanted that one bad.
Does anybody have any favorite one-liners from there before we move on?
Football's the devil.
Yeah,
right?
Football's the devil.
That's right.
And you,
All I can see-
Insano in there, man.
All I can see
Yeah.
is just riding on the lawnmower. I can't get that visual out of my head as she's on it when they get married.
There's
you
some
know?
one-liners, but I don't think I can say them.
Yeah.
It's not on our podcast. I mean, but Captain Insano shows me Moisey.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
H2O.
And speaking of your brother, the eyeball poke that he does in the movie.
Yeah.
I witnessed your brother.
Football move,
Your
right?
brother did that on the football field
Yeah.
because a guy hit me late and was on top of me and talking trash to me. Ty pulls the guy off of me, and y'all can't see this, but he does the "I got you," the "I see you."
Yeah.
And I thought it meant like Ty's like on him, No, Ty grabs the kid by the very next play, grabs the kid by the face mask, pulls him down, and boom, right in both. He's laying on the ground going, oh, screaming, yeah.
Ty had to help
Ty
himself
totally
with a
did
lack of athletic ability.
That's right. He's not here.
Yeah, he's not here. It's not his.
Well, I'm gonna stick up for Ty. He's sneaky athletic. No, he's
Sneaky
Yeah,
athletic.
Wow.
That's every white player that gets drafted in the NFL. Yeah.
That is so true.
That's
That's not everyone else.
Yeah.
That's so
every
true.
Patriots wide receiver.
Yeah, real lunch pill guy. Man.
Bill Belichick.
More quick than fast.
Yeah.
Just a film junkie,
Coach's son.
He hadn't done honor roll since second grade, but he's got good IQ.
We're no longer talking about Ty at this point. Film junkie and
But the IQ part lost him there.
Yeah.
y'all just hammering the guy.
Yeah, it's not.
Yep.
He just showed up.
Love you, Ty.
He'll get us back next time.
Yes, he will.
Okay, so it's my pick. Do I go with the stuff in my top tier that I feel like belongs there, but not necessarily
We've
my
got how many
favorite?
picks left?
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 more.
dude, I think I gotta go with another childhood favorite, and maybe this doesn't belong in the second tier, but I think it definitely belongs in the fourth round, and that's gonna be the Mighty Ducks.
Oh.
Okay.
So, which
I love
one?
that.
The original, the first one?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now,
Now-
I thought D3 was.
D3 is good.
I thought that was one of the best
That's
ones.
and D2 is good.
Mhm.
I mean,
yeah.
the
It's
whole
great, man.
series is great.
Yeah.
But
It's unusual.
that's another
Yeah.
like character that I wanted to be was Charlie Conway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he had
You
it
know?
all.
Yeah, dude, he was a player coach.
Or
Yeah.
Banks. I mean, Banks.
You want him to be Banks?
Well, he was a good player, man.
Goldberg.
He had all the good
That's
gear and
Ty.
stuff.
Goldberg is Ty. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but you wanted to be Charlie Conway. I did. I mean, Emilio Estevez. I think he was great in that
Great
movie.
character.
Mhm.
And what he
Bombay.
did for hockey in, in the United States, to me, I didn't.
Yeah, we don't have any ice, but
Didn't know anything about hockey, but after that, you wanted a helmet, a sweater.
Shout out to Mudbugs.
That's right.
Hey, that's right.
Shout out Soupy and the Mudbug.
Have you
Oh,
seen the show on Disney Plus they did with the Mighty Ducks?
That's right. It's got a
Yeah.
spinoff.
my
Yeah.
kids watched it. Though,
It's
yeah.
pretty good. I mean, for it to be on Disney and everything now and being older, it's pretty good.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
They
though.
tie back a lot to the movies and everything too.
The Knuckle Puck, that's from 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Correct. That's when they
Yes.
meet him.
That's right.
The one was pretty much the Flying V.
Flying V,
Flying
yes,
V.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. As not watching a lot of hockey, that's got to be a great play to design.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Is that done a lot?
gotta work every
It's,
time.
it's legendary.
Coming from 5 guys in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Hey,
our
hey,
knowledge on hockey. is
I'm an
never
Oilers
lied.
fan now. We're in the Western Conference Finals.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, have you another trend here? Anybody in the Western Conference Finals? My man's got a team. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
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 Choo
Goes for life,
choo
man.
choo.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wanted to go Canada. I wanted to root for somebody in Canada. Why not? It's fun.
Most un-American thing I've ever heard. in my
Hey,
life.
yeah. It's Big David though. He's great.
You have the Raptors if you want to go that
No,
route.
no.
With Drizzy Drake.
No, forget them.
Gordon Bombay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks. Good
Ducks fly together.
That's
They
right.
Amen.
do. They sure do.
I was hoping that was going to get picked. That was
And
on
dude,
my
the
list.
cutscenes
no,
to
no,
like the
no.
cutscenes to him when he was a kid. They cut back to Gordon Bombay, being great doing the triple D.
Mhm.
That don't give you chills, man. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe you don't have a pulse. Ray,
Yeah.
you're back up.
Yeah, and just for the folks at home, maybe who do not have a list or are looking at these things, and maybe this is a spoiler, but I just want to go over a few movies that are out there that haven't been picked. We only have 2 picks left, and I'm not picking these movies.
But he's out. Maybe
No,
he's not confident enough to
necessarily.
pick him.
Not necessarily, but folks, we have Rudy on the list.
Overrated.
We have Bad News Bears. Wow, which may be the first
Original?
Yeah, of course. The
I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
both pretty solid though. But I think my personal favorite of that trilogy not trilogy, is the Breaking and Training. That's my favorite
They go
one.
to Houston, play an Astros.
I don't know why. Just the Astrodome, whenever they're looking out the window at it and everything, it's just awesome.
kind of retro.
Yeah.
So, Chance, overrated on Rudy?
I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like Rudy should be picked, but I'm not going to pick it.
I mean, I feel like he's that hard, hard working, shows up to practice early type guy that we were just talking about.
Yeah,
I mean,
Being
Yeah.
5'7", you would think that's my favorite, but it's not.
in the exact same category, guys. We still have the Hoosiers out there.
Overrated as
I
well.
don't think that's been off the board.
Let's just
So
say if they get drafted, we'll talk about it.
yes, because rumor is Chance thinks it's really overrated. And I cannot wait to hear about why Hoosiers is so overrated.
Well,
I don't get that.
To delay my pick a little further, I need a little clarification before I make a pick, but I'm ready. Time's up. Is Forrest Gump a sports movie?
I'll say no. I'm gonna say no.
You got ping pong, football.
Oh, yeah. I think he won the Heisman.
Oh.
Across America, he was the best ping pong player in the league.
You had Bear Bryant portrayed in the movie.
I feel like you should just lose your draft pick. Saying that.
More clarification.
Wow.
I think Forrest Gump is a sports movie.
I'm sorry, that did not make my list.
Hey, he's a great kick
It's
returner.
definitely
Great.
great.
Heisman worthy.
Just run straight.
Dude had an engine. Yeah.
No juke moves.
No, speed and endurance for sure.
High IQ.
Inline speed.
More fast and quick. He's the opposite.
We can
We'll
put an asterisk.
put an asterisk.
We'll put an asterisk on the graphic for
Hey,
rating.
dude,
It's the best movie we've discussed.
Forrest was a
It's
natural.
a great movie.
He was a natural at
It was
everything.
God given.
Yeah.
So your pick is Forrest Gump.
No, it is not.
Sure. If you want it, you can have
draw
it.
my pick, and I'm actually going to go with another thing that's kind of time sensitive based on when you watched it. And I put this movie above Peyton's pick of Waterboy, man. I'm going to go Happy Gilmore. Man.
Okay. There we go.
Introduction to golf movies.
Yes.
I watched that before Caddyshack, actually, based on my age, and had never seen comedy done like that in my life, man. From Chubbs getting his hand bit off by
An alligator.
him gifting him his,
Hockey stick.
I mean,
Standing in front of the pitching machine.
yeah, taking
Yeah.
90 miles an hour balls.
365 days to what tryouts.
Hockey
or whatever.
tryouts.
Yeah.
Go to toughen up.
Yeah, and then he got an award for like cutting a guy with a skate or something.
I just ordered my new putting head cover is a Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Putting head cover. I mean,
That's
it's a legend.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
My swing is modeled after him.
Right. That changed the golf game.
Every time I go putt, I have to.
You
I
have to.
have to. Yeah, I have to go like happy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a sin.
Anytime somebody misses a putt they should have made, I'm like, here comes the putter.
Yeah.
Hey, just tap it on in.
Tap it in.
Or happy learned to putt.
Oh.
Yeah. Go.
Somebody's close.
All right. Well, hold up. Probably the most ridiculous scene in movies at the end.
Come on, you're gonna say it.
What? That is just the last shot. It's so bad. It's with
yeah.
bouncing
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
That'd be ridiculous.
But yeah.
I thought you were gonna say the Bob Barker fight scene.
Ah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Shooter McGavin. I ate pieces of.
Like you
Yeah.
Good
Good villain.
Great sports film.
Yeah. Love Happy Gilmore.
Great movie. But really, I think that was a good pick on the Happy Gilmore, man. That is a classic in all sense sports comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, just it
It's
has
my
it all.
favorite golf movie of all time. Well,
It's-
no, it's Caddyshack, but it's up there.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, I actually think it ranks over Caddyshack personally.
It is fun.
Same here.
I do too. Even
fun.
though Caddyshack is
Is it fun?
great,
It's funnier than Caddyshack?
It is.
absolutely
It's-
funnier than Caddyshack.
it's Adam
you can't
Sandler.
have Happy Gilmore without Caddyshack. It
That's
never
right.
happens. So,
That is true.
It's Adam Sandler, though. I mean,
yeah.
who doesn't love him?
In his prime. I mean, that was like
In
when
his
he was
prime.
in his
He's
prime.
gonna drop like
That's
Billy
where-
Madison.
He's a story you've never
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah,
If
I
you
mean-
like fresh things. That is fresh.
Fresh.
Finding Bob Barker is fresh.
That is fresh, man. Hitting the
And
ball
you
in
had
on
two
the
sports
foot
in that
there.
too. I mean, you had hockey too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Hey.
like,
He double dipped.
yeah.
He
Look at
did.
that.
He did.
He gets
did
bonus
double
I've
dip.
got two of the greatest golf movies of all time. I've got Caddyshack and I've got Happy Gilmore.
You
I
know,
like my
but
list.
and you live on a golf course.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play golf.
And he doesn't look out.
But he likes Caddyshack. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, I guess.
Chance, you're up, dude.
So I think the next pick's pretty easy in my opinion.
Oh, is this your movie that's been sitting?
No, that was Field of Dreams.
I think
Oh,
I'll go with
okay.
this.
I think Major League has to be the next pick.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. It's another comedy classic.
I think it has to be the next pick. I mean, Ricky Vaughn, you
Yeah.
know,
Willie Mays
Pedro
Hayes.
Serrano, Willie Mays Hayes, fastest man that ever lived.
Yeah.
You know,
Just a bit outside.
Oh, legendary.
and finding out that he's a real
Say
commentator,
that just in
Yeah.
I mean,
and finding out he really does that for a living just blows my mind. You know, and the fact that shout out to the Brewers for just letting him step out there and just let go,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
let loose, become a drunk on the TV screen, basically.
Very quotable. It's just yeah.
All-time great coach.
All-time greatest haircut of the 90s.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Everybody wanted that.
Yeah.
You know,
Who's the LSU pitcher that had it? The closer.
Zach Hess.
Yeah.
Zach
Not
Hess.
that long ago.
He's still in the minors. Huh?
He's
still
about
on
the
the-
Tigers.
He
I
is
think.
on the verge of being called up. Is the last I
I
saw.
wonder if he's still rocking the biting ball.
I doubt it, 'cause I bet he got roughed up a little bit. in the
Yeah.
minors.
That's right.
And,
Did they win a College World Series though?
yeah, that was him and Zach Watson, then I think, wasn't it?
No, they've lost
Yeah,
in
they
the
lost in the
finals.
finals
to
because
Oregon State or Florida.
Eric
Florida.
Walker, the third pitcher, got hurt, so they didn't have a third pitcher for the game. Game 3. Now, that's still a little heartbroken over that series.
Back to Major League, the great underdog story there.
Absolutely.
Everybody likes the
Motivation.
underdog, so.
It feels kind of like the real life version. The real life version, that's probably the Miami Marlins now. I mean, their organization does not want them to win, and
Pretty
that's
much.
pretty much what's happened.
But
They're
yeah,
somehow
let's build
winning.
them a new
They-
stadium,
they-
and
They've traded so many guys.
Let's try and
Yeah.
get Jeter down here. He'll fix it. Jeter runs away because he hates the ownership. You know, it's
Let's
And
trade Stanton. Let's
it's
trade
somewhat
Yelich.
realistic.
Let's trade Ozuna.
You
Real
know?
Muto. Everybody. Yeah.
trade the form. You know,
See, this is why we got these guys.
Yeah, working out in real life. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's
Yep.
comparison.
Yep, that's good. And hey, the Marlins, when they did win the World Series, what did they do next year?
they
Traded
trade
the whole
everybody.
team.
Yeah.
Yep.
The whole team.
We'll teach y'all from one.
They've got a solid core now.
You'll learn today.
Yeah, that's right. They put the trophy in the basement.
Court trophy.
Yeah, that is definitely not. That's a good pick, though. That is a good pick.
Clay.
All
man,
right.
You get to finish your draft right here, bro.
I do, and I've got 4 movies that I really want to take. At least
what
4.
sport? Yeah, what sport is this?
Okay, so we've got football,
Okay.
basketball, baseball, tennis.
Dang.
What's your team looking like, though? Are you football heavy?
I've
Are you
got-
basketball heavy?
Let's see. I've got Remember the Titans, Moneyball, 42. And I think I'm going to take another football
Really?
because I have to.
I'm all
It's
about
probably not
football.
going to be one y'all
I
wanted.
didn't know there was a tennis movie, so
Yeah.
I was intrigued on the
I
tennis
can talk
one
about
there.
it later.
Okay,
I don't think I'm going to pick it, but
Okay.
I'm taking draft day.
Draft?
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is
Kevin
Costner
Costner
again.
My favorite Kevin
Oh.
Costner.
You know,
I'm sorry, but
sorry to interrupt, Clay,
Yeah.
but I love that movie, and
Yes.
I guess it's because I'm a geek when it comes to the draft.
amen.
I sit there and watch all 7
Yes.
rounds, and I mean, I'm fascinated by it, and I was fascinated with the movie. But from what I read and hear, that's nowhere near
Oh,
how the
people
draft
hate it,
goes
yeah.
because they hate it. Yep. But I love it.
I mean, the guy trades 3 first-round picks for the number 1 pick, trades that pick for 3 seconds, and then gets like another pick. Like it's,
Right.
and David Putney.
And then you got Putney, yeah.
He had a David.
But you got Vontae Mack no matter what. Another Chadwick Boseman role. That's
He sounds like Bill Belichick, really. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Wheeling and dealing.
so many. It's very quotable to me, and yeah, draft. There's nothing better than draft to me.
Oh,
So
You gotta watch it every
I,
year.
I would want it for more sports, but I just don't think there's one that's as insane as the NFL draft is. Like doing it for the MLB, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But the NBA, I think you could do it, but it just wouldn't be as good as the first one, which really wasn't that good to most people. So
And here's the thing about the NBA draft: like, you just don't know what you got in the NBA.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You got
the
19-year-olds that you
and
don't know if they're
formers
good or not.
that we don't watch.
But then in the NFL, you got Bo Callahan. He's a bust. I mean, his teammates didn't go to his
They go to
birthday
his
party.
birthday party.
Yeah.
You know.
He's not a team guy.
Yeah.
Golly, I thought that was going to be the last. I was going to pick them as the last pick.
It's one of my
That
favorites.
hurts
And
my feelings there, Clay. Oh.
so I'm not going tennis for my last pick. It's either get my first basketball
If
or
you're not going to tennis, because I know these other 4 will not pick the tennis movie. Can we get the
There's-
name of the movie?
it's King Richard.
Yeah, I was going to say, it had to be. It's the only
Yeah.
this movie ever made.
It was I watched like 80 movies last year that were new, and it was like my third best movie
Yeah,
last
Will
year.
Smith, right?
Yes, yeah, slap her
About
around the
the,
world.
That's
Yeah.
another one I'm
Williams
going to add to my list to watch. 'cause
Yeah, I mean,
never watched
everyone
It's gotta
loves
be good.
everyone loves Will Smith, and he
King
gets
Chris
an
Rock.
Oscar.
it.
He gets an Oscar for that after being pretty dang good for
Before
20
or after he
years.
slaps.
That was his first Oscar.
He got the Oscar after he slapped.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, King Richard's great, but that's not going to be my pick. I think I want to go.
Hold on.
Hmm.
There's two big basketball movies
Yeah,
on
there's
my
one
list.
huge basketball.
Well, there's
movie.
3 if you
That's
include
the draft.
Hoosiers. But like to me, there's two big ones that I figured this group would have already picked. But go ahead.
See, I think I'm going to go basketball because my baseball movie's a little bit lower, and I've already got 2 baseball. So I'm going basketball, and it's Loving Basketball. It was one that at Jonesboro Hodge, everyone loved it. It got talked about my entire life, but I never watched it until like last year. Watched it, loved it. And it's, I don't know what about it, just the way that it's paced and that it goes from like childhood all the way up and you just see their lives and everything, and it's awesome. And I'm a big romance guy in movies. You know, Railey hates tearjerkers, but, you know, it throws some of that in there. Probably one of the better romance and sports blends in movies.
It's got everything.
Yeah. And another really cool thing about it is the ending, like, almost introduces you to the WNBA. Like, it came out right around that time, and the main girl from the movie, she becomes a WNBA player, and that wasn't very big then. Crap, it was probably the first 1 or 2 years of the league.
Yeah.
And that was a cool thing
I've
to
never
see.
seen it.
Kind of trend set.
It's awesome. I
Never
love
seen
it.
it.
Clay, I had it on my list. I never was going to pick it.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
It earned a spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it earned a spot. I mean, when you said basketball, if Ty would have been here, he would have picked Air Bud. You know, but
Airbud is
something about that
on my list.
retriever,
Hey,
man.
I mean,
Something about
I
that golden
I feel like
retriever.
there's some Disney movies that are sports related that they're not going to be on a top 10 list, but
they're good movies.
Yeah,
that's
they're
right.
good. Airbud's
I mean,
one of them.
Airbud's
I'll
awesome.
bring up one after a while.
That would have been Ty's first round pick, but keep going.
Yeah. So,
Tyler wins Space Jam first round. I'm almost
Oh,
certain.
that's still on the board. How's that not been picked, y'all?
because it sucks.
Golly, yeah.
It's
sucks.
not my favorite.
It-
movie.
I mean,
It's not my
Hey
favorite
guys, Chance does not like basketball at all. Apparently,
hey, he picked
Losers
Coach
is terrible.
Carter.
I got
Space
Coach
Cam's
Carter.
terrible.
He got the best.
I got the best one.
Space Jam was wonderful.
Wonderful.
I was older and it was a cartoon, so I didn't really buy into
You were like in the
it.
6th grade, dude.
I was too old. I was
He
too
was
young.
already listening to
He was
Rage
in
Against the Machine.
Beavis and
Horn,
Butthead or something.
He was in the 6th
I
grade,
never
held
think
back
about your
twice.
outfit.
But hey, I mean,
Who's counting?
who's counting?
Y'all didn't watch
No.
cartoons. Ty told me that. He's
Yeah.
like, we don't watch cartoons.
I didn't watch
Well,
cartoons
yeah,
either.
that was one thing about us. We transitioned to sports very quickly.
Like 5 or 6.
Especially with me being 5 years
Wow.
younger than him. I didn't watch the Disney movies growing up. I didn't know about the princesses and none of
Yeah,
that.
and I mean, I was 7 years old, and I could tell you the Braves lineup and where I thought Marcus Giles should hit, you know, and Rafael Furcal. You know, it's just
It's deep.
that's who I was.
Dude, he was balling.
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Hey, one of the few people to turn an unassisted triple play
Yeah.
against the Cardinals.
Dude, he had speed and pop.
Dude, he was good. He was good. But
we going.
Chance, you're up.
for my final pick, yet again, probably one y'all have never seen, but you need to. I've had a football pick, a boxing pick, a basketball pick, and a baseball pick.
Uh-oh.
And now
I know where you're going.
I'm going to MMA. And
Oh,
I'm taking
wow.
Warrior.
Okay, I thought you were going different.
Nope, Warrior. Nobody in here has probably seen
I've seen
that.
it. I've seen it.
I've never even
It's
heard of
good.
it.
No,
It's
good.
have you ever heard of Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
He is in it.
Tom Hardy's
He's
great.
phenomenal. Jake Ellenberger is in it. Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte's a drunk and has these 2 kids. Tom Hardy became like a prisoner of war over in like Afghanistan and saved a bunch of people's lives, you know, and came back and was kind of excluded because he was thrown off, you know. And he became a UFC fighter, ended up having fighting his long lost brother for the championship. And
Good movie.
yep, phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie.
And yeah, you hit all the sports.
Hit all of them that matter to me. And I'm a big MMA guy, so it hits close to home. Tito Ortiz is in it, I think. And Kurt Angle was in it. It's,
My
Wanna go watch
list, my list keeps getting longer on movies that I need to
Gotta
watch.
watch it.
I've got an MMA movie on my list, but it wasn't that one.
Ooh.
I didn't even know there were
It's a
multiple
little cheesy.
MMA
I did
movies
not
out.
know.
I didn't know.
Fairly
I'm
new?
warning it as we
Okay.
go.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
But against
Ben
Rayleigh's
Cooper.
wishes, it's a tear jerker. So he don't need to watch it.
Just stay away from it. Just stay away from it.
So what you got, Rayleigh?
Well, speaking of that, I mean, another movie that should be picked, and I hate to talk about other people's possible picks or anything.
Are we going comedy here, Ray?
I'm going comedy, yeah.
Because there's one that I cannot believe you have
Well,
not picked.
maybe it's coming up, but one of the tearjerkers we have to do would be We Are Marshall, man. That is a
a great movie.
fantastic
Great movie.
and I should pick that right here, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna stick with the comedy. It's probably not what Peyton's thinking because it's a classic, but I'm gonna actually go with a Semi-Pro, man. Another
Oh.
great-
I like Semi-Pro.
Another great comedy sports fan,
Jackie
man.
Moon.
Jackie Moon, man.
Shout out Clay Thompson.
The
Yeah.
guy wrestled a bear to
Yes.
Heck
Heck yes.
You know, you can't. I don't know.
How cool would that be to be a player owner?
Oh man, fantastic!
Yeah.
He was living his best
I mean,
life.
Jerry Jones is wishing he would have thought of this decades ago.
Yeah.
Because you know he would have been all
Straight
three.
out of Arkansas.
Bringing the Bears.
And really random Andre 3000 role in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Coffee Black.
Yeah.
Awesome name.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome player.
Yeah.
And if it handles. Yeah.
Funny movie though.
Dude, one of the greatest
Is that-
bands.
Is that one of the only Will Ferrell sports movies? That and Blades of Glory.
Blades of
That's
Glory
another
for
one.
sure.
Just soccer
Kicking and
one.
Screaming?
Yep.
Kicking and Screaming.
One of
That'd
the
be a
funniest
good
movies.
alternate. That'd be a
It's
good alternate.
Talladega Nights
Oh,
considered.
golly.
I mean, come on, guys.
Okay.
I don't consider
Come
NASCAR
on.
sports. So.
But there's still another one that Ray you shot me on that you did not
I
pick.
thought you remember thinking about Bad News Bears.
No.
No, I got a
Even
basketball comedy.
better. And it's something you love, football. I can't believe one you didn't pick in football.
The Longest Yard.
I mean, come on, Ray. Where you at, man? Oh, man.
Longest Yard's great.
That's great. Absolutely, it's great.
All right, Kyle.
So here I am again. I'm looking at some movies that I feel like should be on the list, but are not, and aren't going to be on the list because there's only 2 picks left. So let me go over those real quick.
I don't know. Why don't we go after we're done? Why don't we go over? I can't believe we didn't make it.
Okay,
Yes,
we'll
I
do
like that.
We'll do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
mentions
yeah.
And I'll
We only got 2 picks left, so.
So it's me and Peyton. All right, so I'm going to go with the pick that I said I actually like better than my first pick.
Yep.
But it has to freaking be on this list, and that's Rocky 4.
Right?
Dude,
Wow,
I can't-
double Rocky.
I
He
can't
got the
believe
Double Rocky.
He got the handcuff on the
I'm
Rocky.
We're hitting under on the 3, though. We're hitting
You
under.
got Cook and Mattinson.
I did it, you know, and it's kind of like you ended up drafting Tom Brady and Gronk back in the day.
That's right.
Not a Pats fan, but you'll take it because you know they're going to put up for you. And look, man,
Gotta get
Rocky
that TD
4,
bonus.
dude. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's
Cold War,
freedom versus
come out of Cold
communism.
War, yeah.
It's it's the underdog story. It's the
It's science versus.
it felt like
normal.
steroids versus
Yeah,
natural.
Like
Yeah,
brute
exactly.
strength.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And dude, the best quote from that movie is, "If he dies, he dies."
Hey, man.
Or I will break you.
I will break you.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
good pick.
The Russian
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren was looking like a freaking just chiseled out of
Yeah.
stone.
All 80s right there, man.
Hell yeah. The
Really
Final
is.
Countdown was in that movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow, what a song, man. Was the Final Countdown in that one? Yeah.
I thought it was Eye of the Tiger.
No, that's in 3.
It's 3, not 4.
Yeah.
I think Final Countdown is whenever they're training and they're doing like the simulcast type deal. They're going back and
It's crazy
forth.
that both of those songs are in
Well,
the Rocky movies.
Speaking
Like, yeah.
of 3, I debated putting 3 there because
Yeah.
some people might say that 3's
I don't know
better.
why I've always gravitated to 4.
Yeah, I think
Four's
everyone
always my
does.
pick.
It's always
I think
4
it's
and
the-
1 that are
It's
the
the
top tiers.
patriotic to me is
If you love America, you gotta love
If
America.
you're, if you're a Russia fan, maybe you don't like 4.
You might not be a
Yeah,
fan.
any Russian
Who's
fans
on?
out
I wonder how
here?
Peyton feels about it.
Hey, we'll have to do a sports song snake one day. I think that might be
Yeah.
a good idea.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a thought.
That would be, yeah, absolutely.
Or anything that, any song that you associate with sports, yeah. That'd be
And
cool.
Hey,
Intros.
hey, in the comments, tell us
That's-
what Rocky movie is your favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, get that debate going.
Embrace
Apparently,
debate, yeah.
I'm
Put them
the
in
Rocky-
order for us.
I'm the
I
Rocky
mean,
aficionado. I didn't mean to be. But
Yeah.
You got 'em.
Yeah.
somebody's
Rocky
gotta pick
guy.
them, and I figured I would. All right, Peyton.
All right.
what's your song?
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant
Mr.
here.
Irrelevant.
Story of my life. Let's see. Oh, I've gone back and forth here. I don't really know. I'm big on golf and I'm big on football, and so I keep going back and forth. But I also see some movies here that, like, I want to pick Hoosiers just so I can hear Chance's
Yeah.
big debate on this. I mean, and I
Well,
feel like,
apparently we all agree if we haven't picked it though.
I mean,
Oh.
That is
I
true.
feel like we're going to
That's-
get hate mail
I
if
mean,
we don't pick Hoosiers.
I do.
Bill Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel wrong.
But then I'm sitting here and
Rudy's up there. Nobody picked Rudy, I don't think.
no, because Chance does not like Rudy. Apparently, it's overrated too. I mean, I don't
Short
like it.
guys get no love.
We might have a Chance podcast of overrated movies.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Hot takes. Big on
Yeah.
hot takes.
I mean, wow. And then I'm sitting here and
Is it a Kevin Costner movie?
golly.
It's a good chance.
What
it
else is left? What else is left?
I got one right here. I'm looking at.
Man. But it's a football movie. I'm gonna go with, and it's one that it's a fairly newer movie, but I really thought it'd been picked by now. The Blind Side.
Gotta go.
I
Great
mean,
movie.
I think that for irrelevant there with the last pick, I feel like I got a steal there with The Blind Side.
The biggest thing about that is it's kind of aged poorly with Michael Orr. He
Yeah,
kind of spoke out against it,
Mhm.
but I think just
kinda understand
taking it as a
why.
movie.
Watch it as a movie, not as a true story.
Yeah.
You know?
Taking it as a movie, it's one of the few, one of the first movies I cried in.
Yeah.
Whenever he's walking down the street and it's
holding
like
that
dark
Walmart
and
sack.
I think it's raining and I
Put yourself in
cried.
his shoes.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
yeah. If you watch it as a Hollywood movie, I guess more than a true story, I think it ages
And I
better.
think of the scene where he gets in the car wreck and he just throws his
Yes,
arm out in front
yes.
of the kid, man.
Yep.
Like that hits you
Yeah.
hard.
And
man.
that kid
Yeah.
now is like an athletic director at UCF, the actor.
Wow.
I
It's
mean,
Jay
the
Toohey.
real life guy. Yeah,
That's Jay Toohey.
That movie's just. That's one of those I can watch over and over again. You know,
it's
and
awesome
enjoy
seeing
it.
all the little college
I was
coaches
gonna say
pop
the
up and
coaching
everything.
I
cameo.
mean, you can't get wrong with
Yeah.
Saban and all this.
Saban.
Or
coming in.
Jerron.
Or
Talking about
Jerron.
gumbo, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
And don't forget about the Total Smoke show of Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to pay our respects.
Wow.
You know? Pay our
Can't take your eyes
respects.
off of it. You can't.
No, absolutely
Again.
not.
Dude, how accurate is her character in that?
Oh, it is.
She's growing up around
Fits
here.
it just perfect,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, you
I-
think she's like a Western Road booster or something?
Watching for kids.
That's exactly right. I just feel like that.
I mean, a homeless kid.
I think that's the perfect pick to wrap it up.
Yes,
I mean,
I
it
agree.
really needed to go.
Yes,
and,
it did.
and let's move on to how did that not make the list? And I'm gonna go over some, and y'all can agree and disagree.
And each
We
give
have
out
to
2 or
start-
3.
We have to start with Hoosiers. We have to hear his hot take
Yeah.
on Hoosiers.
Yes.
Why isn't Hoosiers on the
Please.
list?
Why
Let's
isn't
explain
Hoosiers
that.
on the list? Let's hit that one because that one's in my first tier.
And I'm
Not
a
Wow.
one of my
dog
favorites, but
junkie.
in my tier.
And-
Wow.
So
All right,
why did
buddy.
Hoosiers not make our list?
Well, I'll tell you what my problem is.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, the main character, I think his name was like Johnny or something like that.
Probably.
The kid that's out there shooting basketball in a grass yard on a hoop. Okay, big deal. I didn't really feel bad for him. I know that sounds horrible.
I had a grass yard.
I mean, I had a grass yard too. I had a hill that had to run down to chase my basketball.
Yes.
This
But
is the
still.
South, not the freaking Midwest. That's
You know what I'm
the-
saying? But like, I didn't gravitate to it like I did some of these other movies, like Mike Winchell. I felt more bad for Mike Winchell than I did whatever that guy's
Or
name
Coach
was.
Carter.
Or Coach Carter. Think about Tito Cruz.
Yes.
You know, what all he had to go through. And I just think it missed on, I think what the biggest thing there was, you're supposed to see Indiana basketball. I think they did a good job with that.
Yeah.
But
You're not from Indiana.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Indiana
about
people
Indiana.
love it.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely.
Not a Larry Bird fan.
When I was
No,
a kid, I
no.
thought that movie was about Bobby Knight. Prior watching.
It probably
Yeah,
loosely.
yeah,
let's throw a chair right quick,
When I
guys.
watched it, I was like, this has nothing to do with it.
Please don't
Come on,
watch it.
Gene.
This has nothing to do with it.
So another one.
It's like you respect it, but you don't want to own it. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And I think and honestly, to kind of go back to this, what this list boils down to is either stuff that we related to personally or stuff
Yeah.
that
Right.
meant something to us when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this nostalgia factor is huge, and obviously none of us really gravitated towards
Yeah.
Hoosiers.
Yeah, and see, I think we gravitate more towards Coach Carter than Hoosiers just because of our area.
Yeah.
And we
That
grew
too.
up around.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
You
more
know.
relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had friends that
I've
were
got a
like Tito
couple.
Cruz.
Do you have one you want to?
Yeah, I've got a few of
I think
them.
I know what you're going to go with.
Let me just, we don't have to talk about every one of them, but let me just hit mine in the top 2 tiers that I thought could have made the list. The Natural was one.
Okay.
Has
Never
everybody
seen it.
it?
Yeah,
If you
I
saw
haven't
you might
seen
have-
it,
Never
but-
seen it, but I saw it's all like
Yeah.
all the
Robert
lists.
Redford,
Everyone
you know,
loves it, yeah.
Great one. Miracle.
I
feel like
need
that
to
one
watch
could have
that.
been there.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
I'm still upset I haven't seen
That
that.
is
Okay.
very
I want to watch it bad.
Y'all
That's
would like
like
that
going
one?
to see the second Top Gun, not seen the first one.
Here's
yet.
one
I
I-
haven't seen that.
Here's one I would have bet made our list, but did not. White Men Can't Jump.
It was. I was battling
I
between
mean,
that
Ray's
and
got the freaking
Warrior.
hat on right now.
Yeah, I
He
love
does.
White Men Can't
You
Jump.
do,
It's a
yeah.
great
It's a great
sports
movie.
Love that movie.
He Got Game. Denzel Washington
Yes.
and Ray Allen.
Yeah, and see, I would
Jesus
put that
Shuttlesworth.
or some of
That's
best
the third best sport. I mean, that's the third best basketball to me. He got
He Got
game.
Game's a
basketball.
good
That's
one.
great.
Rocky 3, and I'm The Longest Yard.
I have the longest yard. written down.
Longest Yard. The first one, second
Yeah.
one doesn't really.
I'm a
matter.
Creed 1 over Rocky though.
Creed.
Creed over any
Creed
Rockies
is a
to me.
Great boxing movie.
Creed 2, a little bit of letdown. Creed 1 though, outstanding.
Rocky 3. You could put any Creed or any Rocky on there. And dude, let me tell you one that is probably an honorable mention for me. And y'all might not have even seen it, but Goon.
Love Goon.
Yeah,
It's a
that's fun.
great movie.
Love
Yeah.
Goon. Sean William Scott. He's just the guy that goes out there and fights.
He's hilarious and
And has
everything.
a fight and like Leave Schieber a lot at the end. Oh, it's great.
Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Bad News Bears didn't make. it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been on there.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's one in Railey I would have thought would pick too.
what is that?
The Replacements.
The Replacements.
Oh,
I mean,
could've
that
put
that
The
one. Yeah, that one just.
That was another one of my nicknames.
That's one of the ones that comes on TV. You just watch.
You
it.
have to
You
watch
just
it.
have to watch. You
You
can't
know?
stop.
It's on
You just-
TNT like 3 times a week.
That's right, and you still watch. I mean,
This movie would hit home with you two, the older of the group. Little Giants, man.
Love Little Giants.
Yeah.
I had older brothers, like 38, I think, or something like
Okay.
that now. So
Now,
he
yeah,
made me
Little
watch all
Giants.
the
If
stuff.
Tyler would have actually been here, we would have had some of these on our.
That's
Because
right.
he would have picked
That's
that
his
for
age
sure.
group.
that's right. Yeah.
Little Giants, Rookie of the Year would be in the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Love
my God. Love the
Yeah.
names.
Hot ice.
Yeah, you've been in hot ice. One movie we didn't have any bowling movies, which is a tragedy. Kingpin, man.
Love Kingpin.
Kingpin is fantastic.
I actually thought Bill Murray was funny in that.
Yeah, he is, man.
That's a great
remember
movie.
He did a little football commercial. Do you remember that? With
I do not.
his family, or I don't know.
I was too young, I
Yeah,
bet.
it's a funny thing. And just to throw this out there, I mean, is Teen Wolf a sports movie? I don't know.
I think
Okay.
so.
You
Yeah.
like basketball.
I'll take
Teen
it,
Wolf.
I didn't know that was. I thought it was a TV show.
Oh man.
I ain't got
Michael
a clue,
J.
man.
Fox, bro.
Yeah, he's like
I ain't
Yeah.
got a clue, man.
You
gotta
They must have brought it back.
He plays
Dude,
as a
I used to
werewolf
call
in a
Seth
game.
Shoemaker
Yeah.
King Wolf
Yeah.
because he played basketball and was real hairy. I would see him in the halls and equipment. I'd be like, oh.
Shout out to you, Seth.
And just to answer a question personally, does anybody think Dazed and Confused is a sports movie?
Whoa.
It's a coming of age
We
movie.
talked about that.
They're hazing at a rec department game
Okay.
that you can relate to.
Yeah.
The coach wants him to sign a contract, which we've probably all signed a contract like that. So it's a reoccurring sports theme. It's definitely a high school movie coming of age.
Yeah.
Could you argue it's a sports movie? I'm not
I
sure.
mean, if Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's the Forrest Gump argument.
Yeah.
Do not
Great-
forget the
A
asterisk.
great movie, though, regardless.
Great movie. Yeah.
A couple that were really close to me. My baseball movie almost took was Fever Pitch.
Love Fever Pitch.
Fever Pitch, yeah.
Jimmy
And-
Fallon. Dude.
No. This is Jimmy
This
Fallon.
is the 2007
Okay.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
What movie is I thinking of? Fever Pitch.
I think it actually might be called that, but I think it's a
it's an
different
older
thing.
one.
Throws the no in the grapefruit league.
Yeah, I think that's an older one.
This one's Jimmy Fallon, Drew
Yeah,
Barrymore,
okay, yeah.
and it's 2004 Red Sox, which was like I was 4, and that was like the team that I was like, oh, baseball's cool.
That's right.
Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz.
Yeah.
I mean, those are my guys. And
The big green monster.
Yeah.
I guess what you think of.
yes,
in
yes,
04,
it's awesome. Love Fever Pitch.
And my wife, I watched that with her, and we got done watching it. She was like, I feel like I just watched a movie about our marriage. Talking about the man that was
Yeah.
just obsessed with baseball. And I went to Red Sox
And a
I was
math
Braves
teacher.
guy, and he's also a math teacher. You know,
Yeah.
we watched that.
couldn't
She was
miss
like,
the games.
"That's our marriage." So it's kind of funny to relate that.
Another one I'm really high
Yeah.
on.
Good one to be at.
Glory Road. That was
Glory
really
Road's
close
good.
for me.
God, yes.
Really close.
That I wanted to draft that.
Yeah.
One. I love Glory
It's
Road.
so good. Dodgeball, a little bit out there.
Hey.
Dodgeball was in my second.
How are you going to call yourself an average Joe, Ray?
That's
and not
right.
take the
Yeah.
average Joe?
Come
on.
on.
Yeah, you did on that one, Ray.
We gotta take the
No,
name
that's
away.
Yeah.
That's definitely better than semi-pro too. I think. I wish I could go back.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Basketball was
Love
hugely-
basketball.
It's just a fun one, you know.
Basketball.
That's right.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I mean, I like Bring It On.
Hey, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I put that on to make funny one, and I had Ty's name beside it.
Hey,
I just felt like Ty would have
Bring It On's a solid movie.
But it's not a sport though.
Right here.
Okay,
Make
yeah.
funny.
It's a talent
No,
show.
he's-
Oh.
Talent show.
The views of this show are not.
Oh, man.
Talent show.
Solely
Dude,
chances.
Quitman High School will argue about that.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
say, you just lost
They got
Quitman.
The three
Yeah, Bring It
females
On.
we had, we just went down to 2.
Yes.
Right.
Did anybody like Cool Runnings?
Love
Oh,
cool
yeah.
runnings.
Jamaican bobsled team.
Jamaican Bobsled
Jamaica,
team.
I had that on the list. Yeah.
John Candy.
What about Seabiscuit?
Ooh,
I mean,
okay.
hey, I just
Never
we
seen it.
played
The
good all the
greatest
sports.
The greatest game ever played.
It's,
Greatest game ever played.
it's probably my other
The
than
Legend
10
of
Cup.
Mary Vance.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
one.
very great. Yeah. Greatest game ever played.
Dude, how about some more like fighting combat movies like Nacho Libre?
Nacho Libre, I forgot about that.
Okay.
How about
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
That is a sports movie. I
Wow.
didn't even think about that.
I didn't either.
I had that.
Anybody watch Bloodsport?
I ain't seen Bloodsport.
I've heard of
But,
it.
but yeah, then you got Enter the
Jean-Claude
Dragon, which you know,
That's, I mean, there's a whole nother thing there, man.
that opens the door.
Over the Top.
Marvelous
Dude.
movie.
Over the Top is a
Yeah,
great
it's a
freaking
sport.
movie.
It's a great
Almost like
soundtrack.
sport, you know.
Great
I
soundtrack.
almost wanted to like. I kind of felt like Railey was going to
Flip
pick
the
it.
cap,
Yeah,
man.
I thought Railey was going to pick it.
Little Easter egg. Got my hat backwards.
And one more it kind of ties into our Louisiana. I don't know if y'all have seen it, hurricane season.
No, I
Y'all ever
haven't
heard
seen
of
it.
that? It's
Hurricane
about
season's really good.
it's about Hurricane Katrina. I think it was John Ehret. It's the high school that
Either that or McDonough 35.
I think
One of the two.
it's John Ehret. Their school gets destroyed and they have to relocate. Pretty much, their good players go elsewhere because of
Yeah.
and all that.
Forrest
But-
Whitaker's the coach.
Yeah, it's true story. Yeah, Forrest Whitaker.
It's close to home.
Lil
you know?
Wayne makes a cameo because he sees the hurricane coming,
Oh, wow.
and it's John Ehret. True story. They win either win state championship or they get to the championship and lose.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a
But
while.
it's really fun. Really good movie.
Could I go with the one that kind of flies under the radar, The Express?
Express is
Yeah,
Henry
Chadwick
Davis.
Boseman. Who's in
Yeah,
Yet
there.
again at the very end.
Brian's song hadn't been
Mm.
mentioned at all.
I think that has to do with our age. If we were older.
I watched
Yeah.
that for a school project or something. Really good though.
Yeah, tearjerker.
Yeah,
What was the
for
guy's
sure.
actual name? Brian what? Brian, I can't remember his name. And Gail Sayers, right?
Yeah, Gail Sayers for sure. Yeah, but I forget Brian.
Invincible. I know we talked about that.
Vince
but,
Papale.
That's one that,
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Well,
Can't
King
go
Mark
wrong
is
with
making
that.
a lot of appearances on the list.
Can we talk about that, man? It's interesting that there are.
Couple guys that are just there.
That's
Yeah.
their niche.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, Kevin
How
Costner.
many Kevin? So let's tally that up on Kevin Costner.
you got the list there.
We got Tin Cup,
Mm-hmm. Draft Day.
Draft Day,
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. So those just three there, but you said you had another one, right, Chance?
Bull Durham.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bull Durham.
Dude, how did that? Yeah.
Yeah, that probably should have been
That
drafted.
should have been drafted for
Yep.
sure.
It was high on my list.
And to be fair, although it doesn't seem when you're comparing the two, but Adam Sandler's on the list multiple times.
Yeah. That's a scary thought.
That's right.
3 times, I
Adam
think.
Sandler, I mean, he's sneaky athletic.
He's
Man,
a goat.
He's got another movie coming out.
He's a
Hustle.
good ball player.
It's a basketball movie. He's
And
got
dude, him throwing the football in one yard, I mean, I watched him throw it.
sneaky
Legit
athletic.
throw.
You looked at his mechanics.
Yeah.
You
And
watched a
dude,
lot
when
of
he
film.
hit the
You watched a lot of film.
Speaking
When
of
he
Ty,
hit-
his receiver was Ty out there.
when he hit the referee in the cards, I mean,
What I remember about that
he
movie
didn't
is
want to do that.
the guy having cheeseburgers in his pants.
Yeah.
Cheese,
Not just
burger,
any
and-
cheeseburger, McDonald's cheeseburger.
McDonald's.
I mean,
They paid a lot of money for that.
That's right. That's right.
And that guy's
Terry
Terry
Crews.
Crews.
He's a big freaking robot.
Yeah, he's an NFL player too.
And
Is
hey,
that your
man.
introduction to Terry Crews? Had to be.
Was White Chicks made before that?
White chips,
Yeah,
White
it's like a
chicks.
year or two before.
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
That's classic.
I think that was made
Cheating.
before it.
And it's also got a couple wrestlers in that. I think Stone Cold's in that one.
Stone Cold.
And the Great Khalid. He plays the guy that's just in the dark room playing ping pong by himself.
And dude, how about
Nelly.
Nelly running?
Nelly.
Dude, you
Look
can't.
natural.
Like, that was speed.
One of the saddest sports movie
Michael
scenes.
Irvin is in that movie.
Yep, he's the deacon, the
Yeah.
wide receiver.
That's right.
One of
Chris
the
Rock.
one of the
Private
saddest
Rock.
sports movie scenes.
Yeah.
It's a
When he
moment
did,
yard
when
to
he
me.
won that basketball.
Yeah, when he
you know?
dies.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Terrible.
Terrible.
You had
Tearjerker
steroid
for
use in
their
the movie.
right.
Yeah?
Had all kinds of good
The
stuff.
guards were on steroids. Yeah, dude, that was a great movie.
That's
That
great.
probably should have been on the list. And see, notice we're talking about the new one, not the old one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's the old one? Burt Reynolds?
Yes.
And Burt Reynolds.
Who
was
becomes a
in it.
coach in the new one?
Yeah.
You know?
And
Yeah.
honestly, that whole like Burt Reynolds running at the end, that's probably the cheesiest part of the movie. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Burt,
Was
no,
wearing
the
number
60-year-old
X.
ain't going in.
No, that was Goldberg.
Oh,
Goldberg.
okay, yeah.
Goldberg's
yeah.
very
Another
nice.
wrestler.
Yet again, another one on the TV comes on. You just sit there.
TNT,
watch it again.
TBS,
Yeah,
always, yeah.
Always.
Breaking down the list further, what is the sport? What is the sport that comes up the most?
That's a
Off
good
the top of my head,
question.
Is it baseball?
It might
It's
be.
either baseball or
Might-
football, I'd
Before,
imagine.
while Kyle's figuring that up,
Might be
Space
fun.
Jam. Are we?
Space
there?
Jam.
I mean, where are we? With
I'm a
that?
little bit down on Space
Should
Jam.
have been on
Why?
the list.
I don't
I
know.
would. I think it's because of my age.
Is that what it is? 'Cause I
Looney
mean-
Tunes wasn't a big thing,
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, golly,
I was more of a Baby Looney Tunes guy.
I mean,
but my older brother loved it. You know, because he grew up
Oh,
Yeah.
idolizing Michael Jordan.
It's not.
I didn't idolize
It's not
him. You
It's
know,
not football.
really.
Football's not. No.
So what would y'all pick as your favorite sport to watch in a movie?
football
What would you
for
say?
me. Football and basketball's close.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think baseball you get more quantity
Definitely
with like
more
really
quality.
good stuff, but I think quality wise it's football
Yeah.
because it's got the best two to me, which is Remember the Titans, Friday Night Lights.
remember the Titans, man. That was the
Let's
best.
have a
number
Yeah.
real
pick,
quick
I mean.
debate. Best football movie of all time. We have to have a
Remember
Remember the Titans.
Remember that.
I think remember the Titans as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best sports movie.
It's
Yeah.
either that or
Sorry.
Friday Night Lights. And
I mean, I think that was the
no
chalk
close
1-1.
third to me.
Yeah, it was
That's
chalk.
kind of easy to come up with. Well,
Yeah.
see, we can do baseball that easy. What's the best baseball?
Mine's Moneyball.
I would have to probably agree.
So you're gonna go for
I think it's the best.
Moneyball.
You go for the drinks with me, huh?
The Rookie.
The rookie.
And the Rookie. I just grew up.
We
Yeah.
completely disagree on all this because I would either say League of Their Own or Sandlot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see,
I'm
I'm gonna
it
change
goes.
to Sandlot. So we got 2 votes. Sandlot. I'm gonna say
Cold Cube Blake says Sandlot is not a real movie. It's a
Yeah.
sports baseball.
I don't want to throw a punch.
And that goes. I think that goes to whether you like the Hollywood endings or the, I guess, real
Realistic.
movies. Yeah.
Right.
Because I mean, Moneyball, it's
And
pretty
dude,
much entirely real, but
and I
it's
didn't-
not the Sandlot.
I
You know,
didn't
they both hit different ways.
I didn't have any commentary on Moneyball, but like, dude, I love the analytics side.
Yes.
Anything.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm a numbers guy, and I love that
And that's what
about.
it's morphed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of analytics before Moneyball, period.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're the people that started it, you
Yeah.
know, and now look at analytics in
Football.
all the sports.
Everything.
Football,
Go
basketball,
for it on fourth down.
baseball.
Golf.
Go for it on fourth
You know,
down.
Golf has gotten really bad in analytics.
It's
And
crazy.
the war room scene where they're picking out players that they want, like that scene is just.
He gets on base.
Yes.
Yes, he gets on base. Scott Hatterberg.
Does he need
Chris
to be
Pratt.
in the room?
Yes.
Yes.
Ron Washington in the movie.
Yeah,
World Series champion.
World Series champion Ron Washington, third base coach.
Yeah.
So we had, what was that, 2 Sandlots?
So baseball, yeah, football's settled.
2
Baseball-
Sandlots, 2
baseball-
Moneyballs, and 1
baseball-
rookie.
Baseball's
rookie.
left up there.
Yeah.
There's so much good baseball.
What about
That's the thing.
basketball?
Yeah, we gotta go basketball.
Coach Carter.
Coach Carter,
Coach Carter. All day.
without a doubt.
Me and Kyle go white men can't jump on.
White Man Can't Jump's my second favorite.
Second to
Glory
be-
Road would probably be
Yeah.
my second.
Glory
actually.
Road's right up there.
Yeah.
I'm shocked more basketball didn't make the list.
What's our top sport? Have you figured it out yet?
It's pretty even, man. It's either baseball or fight sports is up there. If you just
Yeah,
put
fight's
them
got
all
some.
in.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
my gosh, you took 3 Rockies. It's got to be.
And I took a boxing and an MMA.
Kyle had 6 picks and 3 were Rockies.
They had to be.
I did not see fighting sports dominating the list, but it did.
But you think about what
It's,
goes
I,
into
think,
fighting.
I think when they're made, they're really good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're not just. It's hard to just make a boxing
And
movie.
speaking of that, dude, Never Back Down is cheesy, early 2000s movie, but I freaking love it.
Never back down.
Never Back
Refresh
Down.
my
The
memory.
MMA in that is legit.
Yeah.
It's
need to
about a
watch
dude,
that.
and you haven't seen Never Back Down. Okay, so you got this high school football star. He's a linebacker. He's kind of a troubled guy. Him and his family move to Orlando, so his kid brother can play at this. I think what is the big school in Florida that
IMG?
IMG.
IMG
It's
Academy,
basically IMG for tennis is what they're kind of making it to be. But anyways, he doesn't play football there. He actually picks up MMA, and he gets kind of bullied into fighting this dude who's big into MMA. It's a good movie, and he got Amber Heard in it.
Oh.
she's
I'm not watching.
Hot topic.
this was and
Really?
if y'all can't play, go back and listen
Is she
to
a
it.
fighter?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, she.
What was the name of that again? Saying right now.
Never back down.
Never Back Down. Yeah, it's definitely want to watch, and it is cheesy in that early 2000s way.
Yeah.
You know, but
One I thought you were taking, Chance. I don't know if it
Johnny.
fits the sports category.
Brink. Yep.
Yeah.
Brink. Yes,
I
that's a
thought that was
Disney
your
Channel
last pick.
original movie.
No, Brink is solid.
Love me some Brink. I made my kid
Yeah.
at school watch it the other day.
I thought that was
As
your
we were
last
winding
pick.
down. Love that movie. Inline skating.
So how about everybody list off your picks?
Yeah, we need to list those.
So I'll go first since I went first. Remember the Titans, the best. Moneyball, 42. Draft Day, Love and Basketball.
That's a solid list.
That's a great list.
I think I hit a lot of new stuff. So I might lose the older people vote. You
It's
know?
the young one in the
Yeah,
group.
I'm the young one.
That's good. Yeah.
So I feel good though. I got 5 movies that were in my top tier, so I'm good.
Yeah, and then with the second pick, I got Friday Night Lights, The Fighter, which yet again everybody needs to watch if you love boxing. Coach Carter, Major League. Then I went back and got Warrior. Yet
So
again,
two
gotta find
two
it.
fight sports in there.
Yes.
A basketball, baseball, and a basketball.
Yeah, you
I
went
got every
variety.
sport.
Yeah.
I think that I watch.
Right?
Yeah, moving on to my picks, guys. I feel like y'all have Picassos and I have like watercolor paintings.
Hey, but those are the ones that'll get the votes,
but,
man.
but nonetheless, I am proud of it. and it is comedy gold. I'm starting off with Caddyshack. Moving on to A League of Their Own. So I got a little bit of street cred there.
Yeah, those aren't watercolors, man.
Uh,
Field of Dreams.
Field of
nice.
Dreams, that's right.
Mhm.
But then
The fact that you got Field of Dreams in the third has got to be a steal of the draft.
Yeah,
That's
people
chalk.
gonna love
Yeah,
that.
That's
Steal
chalk
the
top 5.
Then wrapping it up, I've got Happy Gilmore and Semi-Pro.
Yeah, see, you didn't start eating glue.
So you got 3 comedies, 2 tearjerkers.
Yes, definitely.
My man Ray went all over the place on this picks.
No pattern.
No, but I
I
do
won the
think that's a
comedy
good
genre.
list.
I have the funniest list. No
I
doubt.
mean,
That's
you
true.
have- you
Yeah,
have
I would
the-
agree.
You did.
The
Absolutely.
first 3, you got a ton of value there. Happy Gilmore is sneaky, and Semi-Pro is, it's more of a niche thing, but it's a great movie.
Love me sexy. Yeah.
Was Caddyshack a reach?
No, absolutely.
No.
I don't like it, but I understand the love.
It's
for
a
it.
top.
I
It's a
get
top
it.
tier sports.
And
movie.
honestly, Hoosiers
This is
too.
my
I
tier
understand.
1. People can't see this, but I had them starred as I would pick them. Tier 1, first one on the list was Rocky, Moneyball, Remember the Titans, Caddyshack. Those were all
Yeah,
stars.
sure.
And they all ended up, being picked relatively early too. So, on my list,
Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
got Rocky 1.
They're coming out for next year. Get ready.
Rocky Balboa.
I got Rocky because these guys don't have no sense to pick it. I mean, I didn't have a choice. Rocky, The Sandlot. I feel like that was a strong.
Great
strong
pick, yeah.
Varsity Blues. Some people might
I
say that's a
love that.
reach,
No,
but if
no,
you know
that's
the
value.
movie,
Yeah.
if you know the movie is solid. Mighty Ducks in the 4th and Rocky 4 in the 5th. So
It's
basically,
a great list.
I did Rocky at beginning and end, and then sandwiched it with movies from my childhood.
And you got, was that the only hockey pick on the list?
Possibly.
Yeah,
I
think
believe.
so. Mighty Ducks.
Absolutely, it is because it is.
And we debated whether
Miracle didn't
What-
make it.
Miracle didn't make it.
Yeah, Miracle should have, but we debated what the best Mighty Ducks movie was.
I think 3. That's the one that sticks out to me the most.
that's the one where the JV
they-
team
yep.
scrimmages the
Yeah,
varsity.
that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
I
Take
don't
out
know
the
why.
trash.
And it's unusual because usually third, second, or third. Not,
Yeah.
But see, the second one though, you had the knuckle puck, you had
Knuckle
the
Puck.
You did.
street hockey.
Bash Brothers, right?
The Bash
Or
Brothers
that's-
became-
True.
Bash, was that the second one?
The
they
second
became?
one, yep.
They weren't
Whatever, 'cause he's
together,
from,
I thought they were
Chicago.
first. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I go 2, 3, 1 personally.
When I think Mighty Ducks, I think the Flying V.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's real
So
business.
probably 1 for
Ducks
me.
fly together. Yeah, dude. And well, not to rehash it, but yeah, Charlie Conway was the coolest, I thought.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. My picks here, Tin Cup was my number 1, and to me, besides Remember the Titans, Tin Cup is the best movie of sports, in my opinion. The Rookie, Radio, The Waterboy, and Blindside.
Man, I'm crying looking at your list, man.
Wow.
Here's a tissue.
From laughing and crying, right?
That's right. I mean, I got a little of all
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Radio was a reach in the third. I think you could have got Radio last pick.
I think you could have too.
Wow.
But it is
People doubted Alvin Kamara in the third round.
No,
I'm
Hey,
just saying.
hey,
I'm just
true.
saying. He worked out pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
I just,
Until he's part of the longest yard.
Hey, no, he's
Well,
good.
we just got to keep him out of Vegas. Okay, I mean that's all we got to do. So I mean, but the tin cup is right there with Remember the Titans as Clay guy.
now
I mean,
whose list do you think is gonna be the most popular among people?
That's interesting.
ooh, very
Yeah, y'all have to.
Let me see.
We definitely want y'all to let us know.
Rate it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll put out like a little poll or
Whose team
whatever.
are you taking?
I think Sandlot is gonna help.
Yeah.
That'll help. Sandlot with Rocky. I mean,
Is it
Who doesn't love those?
Sandlot and Mighty Ducks. Power
Sandlot,
couple.
Rocky, Mighty Ducks. Yeah.
I think Kyle's going to win, and I'm probably going to get dead last. But you know what? I drafted with my heart, and that's all that matters.
That's
Okay.
I think that
You
I
think
think that
Kyle-
Clay's
that-
first 3 picks are
Yeah, Clay's
really,
first
really good.
3 are solid.
Where did he go?
And then draft day.
Remember the Titans, Moneyball, and 42.
And Rayleigh's first 3 picks are really good too.
When I think of draft day, talk about that for a minute. What was the movie Show Me the Money? I think.
Yeah. Jerry Maguire.
Yeah,
Jerry Maguire.
That never got brought up to Jerry Maguire. Never got brought up.
Because it's one that I haven't seen, and I hate myself
Yes.
for it every day.
Yeah.
Because I want to watch it. I know I'll love it.
Is
I'd
it-
probably have drafted early.
It's got your love story too.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It seemed more popular than draft day at the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
is it a sport? It's about a sports
Agent.
agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
There's
the
very
Forrest Gump
little. There's very little. I mean, you get
Action.
the Cardinals in there.
Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
But
Draft day, I love it, though.
but
It's
Cuba Gooding
awesome.
Jr. felt like O.J. Cinco before O.J. Cinco. He felt like
Yeah.
he felt like T.O.
Yeah.
before
T.O.
T.O.
Yeah.
You know,
Channel
he
his
was.
inner diva for that.
Yeah, dude, it was good, and I think maybe those guys started emulating him after
Shout
that
out
movie.
T.O. still playing football.
Yeah.
That's right.
That fan
control.
coach league.
What was his
Yeah.
40? Didn't he run a 40? Like I
He
think
did.
it was fast.
It was pretty fast. I don't remember the
4.7
time.
or
But yeah,
something?
I mean, he's like 50 now. So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty impressive that he's even still taking hits.
I mean, he's still hitting them sit-ups in the parking lot.
That's,
Still knocking those sit-ups out.
That's right. Man,
Well,
that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Oh man, it's a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah,
for sure.
Before we go, we definitely have to give LA Tech baseball a big shout out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Go Dogs.
That's right.
First time since
Congratulations.
'87.
Yep.
They didn't take it up. Yeah.
They tried to take it up numerous
Yeah.
times, but they didn't.
Really, the last time they won their conference, you were the only one that was alive.
Wow.
Oh.
1987.
Yeah, and I wasn't born yet.
I feel like an old man.
I was October '87, so I was cooking. But
Wow.
you.
Yeah, we go back to.
So what does that mean for Tech seeding in the College World Series?
Well, I
Looking
mean,
at-
when they were going into the tournament, they were the last four out. In the
So we needed that.
So yeah, I think you had to have that to get in. Because when Kentucky beat LSU, unfortunately yesterday, that actually hurt Tech's chances because that put Kentucky
Drops
Yeah.
the
off.
FPI and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Right. So, which speaking of analytics, going all that stuff.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
But now, yes, that would for sure.
How crazy is it that we now see Tech as like almost out of the College World Series as a failure on the
For
season?
baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for baseball.
Yeah.
Like you think
That's a
about
good
that,
point.
like that.
The bar
And
set really
that
high.
field
Yep.
is so nice.
Yeah,
compared to-
like before, like 2 days ago, I thought Tech's season was kind of a failure, and then I was like, oh wait, they're gonna make the tournament because I haven't really kept up with it a
Yeah.
lot like I did
That's-
last
And
year.
they
But
won a bunch of games.
Yeah.
The
Like
record's
43,
great.
I guess.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it
I
just didn't. I guess the hype wasn't as high as last year because they weren't ranked
Because
like
it's become
throughout.
unusual now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's a
what
good
they're
thing.
supposed to, which is a
and,
good
and the
thing.
pressure was on them. They
Yeah.
returned all four starting pitchers. I mean, they
Yeah.
had, I don't got
The reigning player. of
And
the
last
year,
year,
I
Yeah.
wanna say.
last year's the first year in the new stadium, right? Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
post
post
Yeah.
tornado.
tornado.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, it did some damage, but in the long run, they're going to come
Brought a
on.
new team,
Yeah,
then,
that's
pretty
right.
much. Yeah.
Until Lane Burroughs finally
Has
leaves.
everybody watched the game there? Really, have you been?
No, I haven't been.
Tickets are so hard to go to,
They're hard to
man.
get.
It's well worth it.
Yeah.
Not a bad seat in the house. They say it's like a small Alex box, basically.
Yeah, I think they modeled it after that.
Yeah.
I've been to Alex Box and it's top notch.
Yeah, love
Top
Top Alex
notch.
Box. I love the original one better, but the new one's it's just as good. Yeah, for sure.
Tech has come up a lot in the last few years. But anyways, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up. That was our inaugural episode.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
And real quick before we go off, I need to give a couple special thank yous. First off to Chase Williams for creating our beautiful logo. Looks awesome. Definitely fits like the sports bar vibe, which is kind of what we're going at. Just what normal average guys just talking it up,
Thanks, Chase.
And Jacob Angevine with 1201 Sports out of Ruston, Louisiana. He was big helpful with telling us what type of equipment to get, what type of software. So shout out to him, and I'm sure we'll link up with them in the future. And BJ.
Yeah,
one
BJ
of
Johnson.
Clay's friends.
Yeah, my boy. He made a little music for us. You'll hear it soon at the outro. And yeah, anybody else from Jonesboro that's got some music going, hit me up and send it. We'll try to help promote you.
And check us out on Redbubble. We have some merchandise, and that
Yeah.
we actually get a portion of that. So buy
Yeah.
our merch, you know,
Pretty cool.
and help us out with that. But
Don't worry, we won't give a dime of it.
Anything that we make is gonna go straight back into
This.
the podcast
Yeah.
and growing and expanding and basically this is whatever the viewers like. So whatever the viewers like is kind of what we're gonna grab.
Let
together
us
for.
know.
Leave
Yeah.
suggestions for sure.
Please.
That's right.
Obviously, we're going to talk a lot of Saints. A lot
When
of
football
LSU,
comes, yeah.
Tech, local stuff.
Let's go.
I'm
ready, guys.
But like me
This-
and Ray have ideas of maybe doing like some cooking stuff,
Mhm.
some culture stuff. We can do more movie stuff.
I'm here for the movies. Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna clear on that.
Yeah.
And how y'all respond to it is kind of how we'll do it.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Speaking
Absolutely.
of local, shout out to Sam Burns today on another PGA Tour
Our local
win.
golf expert.
Colonial.
Yes. But yeah, all of our episodes are not going to be snake drafts. We're planning on doing like one a week, and then hopefully getting up to 3 episodes per week, especially during football season, and just breaking down what's happening, fantasy related, stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah,
So
snake drafts are just a fun way to interact with, I guess we can call
Yeah.
them fans. Yeah.
yeah,
It was a perfect icebreaker for us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I had a blast.
Because none of us have sat in this format before and
Yeah.
talked into a microphone.
Well, we have drafted together for years.
Yes.
That's right.
so
That's right.
And so, let's hit that real quick. Dirty Boot Sports actually came from our fantasy league, which is the Dirty Boot Boys, if I can speak.
Yeah.
And I think Ray came up with that name back in the day.
So how long ago has
I
that been going
clearly-
on?
I stole it from somebody, so I can't take too much. But yeah,
But you named the league.
yeah, that's what we named our league after, and it's
How
a
long has that league
reference
been
to,
going?
Oh,
14 years
man,
now?
yeah, I would say.
yeah. I was probably 13 because I was just graduated high school in 07, and I think we started not right far much further after that.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I think it might have been 2008 was the first year.
Yeah.
And to me, it symbolizes obviously Louisiana, but also maybe our down home roots.
Yeah,
if you will.
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
And by the way, everybody in here on the podcast right now is in that fantasy.
Yeah,
league.
me and Chance joined 3 years ago, and I hopped in and dominated.
I'm a champion.
We talked about that. We're like, we
Four.
can't let these Williams boys come in here.
Yeah.
I think we made the championship the first year and lost.
If there's a runner-up trophy, I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get over that hump, but we'll get there one day.
Peyton did way better drafting today than they did in fantasy football.
ever.
He was actually present.
He was here.
Hey,
That's the biggest thing.
hey.
That's a
I'm not gonna lie, I have slacked on my fantasy football draft in the last 3 or 4
Appearances,
years.
yeah.
Well, and I don't study like I used to. I was there a few years back.
Here's the thing. I don't study for, and I just
Oh,
get
God.
I
lists
used to.
and
Like I used to. I mean, just
know everything.
like go crazy. Yeah.
I make my personal top 300.
And now
Something happens though. Something happens and you can't go back to that level of dedication. I don't know what it is.
I've done it the
Getting
past
old.
4 or 5 years.
I debated just not doing it anymore because I just got so but I can't do that.
This is my strategy. I just look at someone's list.
usually not.
Player list.
Yeah.
Oh, where's this guy at?
Yeah.
Dude,
Really likes to draft
How many
guys
tight
that
ends
retired
got
2 years ago. I mean,
How about Mark Parker coming in with a magazine
Somebody subscription to that?
What do you think of the Walmart?
Where do you even find
Amazing.
those anymore?
every year? That's such a
picked it up at Circle
disadvantage.
K coming in. I mean,
Because like, who got hurt between the time that magazine was
Oh,
printed?
Yeah.
if you look at them, some of them printed in April.
yeah, that's right.
You'll flip through there and players will be different things, but it's a good starting point. It was always a summer read for me.
I'm like, Parker, do you hate the internet?
Oh, I don't know how to work it, but
That
$35
updates
tomorrow.
daily.
So,
Yeah.
hey,
Parker
everybody,
has the flip phone still.
everybody that we've talked about in this podcast, we got to remind them that we talked about
That's
this.
right. So
Yeah. Yeah, get them to join up.
Seth Shoemaker, Team Wolf.
No, Seth, man.
You'll be glad. You'll be glad.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a real guy.
my man still.
Dude, Seth Shoemaker hit a game winner in a district game, or was that a playoff game?
District championship game. He was on the bench, and the player got hurt.
Oh, talking about sports movies.
Hey. Coach Carter, no
Yeah.
lie, that was our basketball coach. Looked down the sidelines, and he was looking down. He looked at me, and my eyes probably like they were scared to death. So he moved on to Seth and told Seth go shoot him, and he hit the free throws to win district championship that year.
And
He in
dude,
Jonesboro High School's gym.
All right.
I rushed the floor and like grabbed him. It was like,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
That was our moment of fame.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah, tune in next time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout. We'll be promoting on all of our social medias. I think they're all named Dirty Boot Sports.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah. We
And-
got it all.
If you listen to this entire thing, God bless you.
Mhm.
And
We love you.
Yeah, we love you. And
We'll give you $1.
Thanks, Mom.
just let us know what you
K has
think.
been mentioned a few times. In this
That's
podcast.
right,
Yeah.
she has.
Shout out for the water boy.
Appreciate it, guys. Who dat?
Who dat?
Go Tigers.
All
Chop
right.
on.